Wednesday, and I'm trying on a bunch of outfits. I'm a little fashion show, a little Howard fashion show, because it's Fashion Week. And I'm going to have a couple bathing suits, lingerie, you know, stuff Howard likes, so.
Now, why did Howard want to have this little fashion show with you? How did this come about?
Well, I did a phone interview last Friday, and he was so upset that they didn't bring me in, and I said, well, I'm coming there for a fashion show, so why not do a fashion show for Howard?
Now, how did you pick out the outfits? Like, what kind of thought went into the outfits?
Well, I just I called a Playboy, and I said, you guys have the best stuff, because it's Playboy and sexy, and, you know, I'm a Playmate. And the dress that I was supposed to have didn't get to the hotel. It was really cool. He wanted the sexy, you know, slit all the way up. So I'll just have to send him a picture of that.
And all right, so how many outfits are we talking about now?
Two bathing suits, lingerie, and then this one.
Now, obviously you've been a model for a long time, but how is it modeling for someone like Howard Stern? Are you, like, nervous?
Not at all. I think that's the coolest part about it, is because it's Howard, so it's not like you have to, you know, be on point, tape, and do all that stuff, and someone's not, like, dressing you and rushing you out, so that's always the most annoying part, is having, like, 4 people dress you.
So having Howard watch you in these bathing suits, do you think he's gonna, like, critique you, or do you think he's just
I think so.
Like everything?
I think so.
You think he is?
Yeah, but that's fine. I mean, no one's perfect, so. And I think that'll be good, though, because there's a lot of women out there that think that models are perfect bodies and perfect this, and, you know, I'm not Giselle, so.
All right, well, we'll see you in a little bit.
All right, thanks, son.
Summer Altice is in something called chromiumblue.com, Friday nights at 11 o'clock on Showtime. She's a model who's turned actress, of course. You never hear model turned waitress. She agreed to come in here and talk about her sex life, which she always does, and it's always great. Not only is she hot, but she's going to do 5 outfit changes.
I think she's going to be a model turned rich guy's wife.
Well, I've heard of actress turned hostess.
Yeah, well, that didn't happen.
A lot of guys say she's a pain in the ass to date. All the guys she's dated, like they say that she's very difficult.
No, she's all right.
But I don't see it.
Is that because she left them?
Yeah.
Fred Durst of 𝗦𝘁𝗄𝗿𝗱 was bad-mouthing Summer. Let me get, come on, bring her in. Let me see. Oh, baby. Easy does it. Nice belly shirt. Good first outfit. Hey, Summer, how are you? Whoa, look at the tattoo on your ass. I love that.
That's a new thing now. You see all the girls with the tattoo back there.
Yeah, that's what lovely present an ex-boyfriend left me.
What do you mean?
Well, he was really into tattoos, and you know, I was like, oh yeah, cool, free tattoo, and I love it though.
He gave you the tattoo?
Yeah, his tattoo artist did it.
I see.
Yeah.
What is that, a butterfly or an angel?
Do you want me to stand up?
Yeah, let me stand up. We want to look at you.
It's a dolphin.
Oh.
A dolphin?
In the middle.
Oh, it's a dolphin with wings?
No, it's a butterfly, but I had the dolphin first, so I had to.
Yeah.
Oh, they added wings to the dolphin. Why would you put a dolphin on your ass? Explain that to me.
That was my first tattoo in college.
A dolphin? What were you thinking, though? Why a dolphin?
I don't know. You know, maybe I had like a real affinity for Flipper or something.
Yeah, no, but what, is a dolphin something to do with who you are as a person?
Well, the only reason why I always chose dolphins and butterflies was because both, you know, species are free and beautiful, but also very captured.
Here you are, an actress, and you put that earring in your tongue. What do you call that? A tongue piercing?
Yeah, I actually got it for the series.
Doesn't that affect your speech?
It actually, because I've gotten so used to it, I slur when I take it out.
Really?
Yeah.
And why would you do that? I don't get the tongue piercing. Is it for the oral sex? Is that important for you to be great at oral sex?
No. You know, I had it in college. I had broken up with my first boyfriend, and I was, you know, in my rebellious mode. Let's go get tongue rings. And
I forget, you're a young girl. You're like, what, 23?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're 23 years old.
And it was my freshman year in college, you know.
Which was like 2 years ago.
I was going to say, all this happened last week.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and she's talking about her youth.
She's older now.
My freshman year in college, I was still 17.
Right.
So I wasn't even 18. I was a baby. And I just kind of kept it. I got to keep it for the series. They really liked it, so.
Is the tongue piercing thing so that, like, when you're giving oral to a guy, it feels really good? Because I think oral feels good enough. I don't need any enhancements.
I think it's kind of like an old pair of jeans that you know you should throw out, but you know that if you throw them out, you're going to want them back. So if I take it out, I know I'm going to, like, miss it.
I wish somebody would explain to me why they would put a hole in their tongue. And I feel like an old fart.
Fashion thing.
And you know, it's the only thing that I've ever heard of that you could die from. Like, people have died from that.
Yeah,
have?
you get infections and lose your tongue.
Somebody died like a couple months ago. They got this bad infection. Like, you don't get an infection from getting an earring, but the tongue ring, you get a strange
Really?
infection. Yeah.
Well, yeah, you're not supposed to be sucking your boyfriend the night you get it, you know?
Really? Interesting.
That could kill.
You're
That's
saying
bacteria.
really?
That's some good bacteria, babe.
She's also, Howard, she's also got a bunch of tattoos. Like, there's one on her left hand, and then I saw something on your ankle, didn't I?
I have a butterfly on my foot.
Let me see.
Right there.
No, that's
A little
cute.
one.
I like that. You got cute little feet.
got
Let me see
one
your feet if they're
back
bad or
here.
not. Let me see your feet. Let me see. Hot chicks sometimes don't have good feet.
I have great feet.
Oh, you have a nice little toes.
I have nice little toes.
Yeah, you're a good-looking broad.
Yeah, she's,
Yeah, I got to tell you.
And
You
I
look,
got one back here.
what do you got? Let me see on your neck.
Something on the neck?
Another little butterfly-looking thing. Chicks love butterflies.
Well,
God, you got me so horny the other day when you were on the phone. You were getting me so goddamn horny.
I brought a picture of me and Tiffany from her birthday party.
Well, now refresh my memory. What are we talking
Tiffany
about?
was the one on when you said, "Well, what are you guys going to do today? Are you going to be at the mansion?" Loving
Oh, this was one
yeah.
of Hef's girlfriends.
Let me see. That's
Yes,
Tiffany's.
that's Tiffany.
Let me see. Oh, that's the two of you hugging each other. You
Well,
went-
what happened that day? Nothing?
I went shopping for her birthday present, and she actually slept in that day.
Hold it. Let's get this set up right. By the way, Summer's real hot. She got dark hair. She got you got real boobs, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And what do you weigh?
130.
130. You're about
Fluctuates
what?
every-
5 foot what?
Once a week, a month.
How tall are you?
Almost 5'10".
5'10". So you modeled, right?
Yeah.
Were you like a supermodel?
You know, I modeled through high school and college. It was really hard because I was playing on scholarship, and the NCAA doesn't allow you to work.
You were playing volleyball.
Yeah, so I couldn't have a job, so it was hard to model at the same time. But, you know, I've modeled in Milan and done a lot of covers and stuff.
So you're not a supermodel. Supermodel
Not
means
a
you had an
supermodel.
endorsement.
Yeah.
Well, supermodels, you know, campaign type things.
Right. So if I marry you, then we won't win that bet.
No.
All right.
You
So
couldn't win the bet.
all right,
with
you're
her.
off the list. I can't marry you.
Just
So-
don't marry her.
Well, actresses make more money.
Right. So you became an actress. And when we were talking on the phone the last time, the reason I was getting turned on was not only were you talking about all the sex you like to have, but you really enjoy being with a woman. And I think that's great.
Yeah, well, I mean, not every day, and, you know,
And you posed in Playboy,
yes, it did.
and we've seen you naked, and it looks good.
Thank you.
Everything holds up.
when was the last time you were with a woman? How long ago?
A couple weeks ago.
A couple of weeks ago? Who was it, this Playboy chick? Really?
Oh my God!
And I forget, you do everything and she does
I will
everything?
neither confirm nor deny that.
Okay, but when you're with a chick, you do everything and she does everything? It's not like just cuddling.
You know, it hasn't been all that many times that I've been with a girl, but the times that I have, it's pretty enjoyable.
Sounds to me like you're slipping more into that world.
No. But I mean, if you know, anyone ever talks about the modeling world, a lot of those girls are...
The
Okay.
models are getting it on.
Oh,
each
yeah.
other?
Oh, yeah. My girlfriend's a model. She tells me about this.
Really?
Really?
But
over in Europe, and
has she actually like gone south on a woman?
Have you gone south?
Because that's a full commitment.
You have?
yes.
Wow.
Wow.
And you
Now we-
enjoy that.
With your tongue ring, huh?
The tongue stud.
Maybe she did it for the women.
Yeah.
Does the tongue stud come into play when you're doing oral on a woman?
yeah.
I don't know. I've never had, you know, had anyone with a tongue ring.
No, but what about when you use it on a woman? Does it come into play?
Well,
Do you use it as a sexual?
men and women, I think it's kind of fun.
Yeah, look at you, boy.
Can I ask one more question?
Dirty little girl.
It's just making me crazy. Like with the chick thing, like is that as far as it goes, or have you ever gotten like really into it and you guys like put stuff on and do each other?
You strap-ons?
No.
You never have a strap-on?
That's an evil smile.
No.
You use dildos, though, right? Don't you?
No.
Wait a second. When you're with a chick, you don't use any like a rubber dildo or vibrator?
Thermos.
No, come on. She can't handle a thermos. She's got narrow hips.
Like one of those plaid thermoses.
Vegetables.
One of those lunchbox thermoses.
Oh, come on, baby. Just be upfront with me.
I'm not going to hold anything back once.
Once. What'd you use? Dildo or a vibrator?
He mentioned it.
A thermos?
A strap-on?
You
that's hot.
gave or received or both?
Did you strap it on or receive? You did both.
Yeah.
You received.
God, I hope my mom's not listening.
Now, is that
Your
weird?
mom just died. Don't worry about it.
Can't hear anything anymore.
It's just like,
You used a strap. Wait a second. This is so erotic. How long ago was this? With the strap on. Was this at the Playboy Mansion?
yeah, a year ago. I
It was
think.
at the Playboy Mansion this happened?
No, it wasn't.
Someone you met at the Playboy Mansion.
No, it was after. I think it was after a party.
Was the chick really hot? Mm-hmm. Was she a model? Mm-hmm. Or was she like a Playboy chick?
Both.
This is what's going on.
Well, let me figure it out. Who was a Playboy chick who was a model as well?
Did her name end in Andy? You know, Brandy, Randy. There's all those girls have the same last first name.
Wasn't Angie, was it? Girl I dated.
No.
So she was a model who was in Playboy.
Can I ask you something about that? I always wondered, because you're pretty honest, so you tell us the truth. When you're getting it from a woman who's got it strapped on, it's not like a guy, right?
That was the first time, and
But it's
only
not
time.
like it's not the same as a guy, right?
It's pretty darn close.
Really?
I so didn't want to hear that.
That sucks.
You're telling me?
That depends on the guy, though.
Right.
You know.
Was it Kylie Bax?
No.
Tell the truth. Was it?
No.
If it was, my head's going to explode.
Was it Kylie Minogue?
No, she'd come up to like my belly button.
That's fine.
Was it Kylie Bax?
No, it was not.
Because she's a model.
You'll never guess.
Was it Angie Everhart?
No.
Is it somebody that we would know?
No.
Oh, then why are you guessing?
Was it Cindy Crawford?
Was it the
Oh, I
chick?
knew it
Yeah, when
was.
she was pregnant.
Cindy
Yeah.
Crawford.
Oh, God, you got me.
We have a tape of your session, because Hef tapes everything.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh
Oh, baby. A lot goes on at that Playboy Mansion, doesn't it?
I don't know. I've never really, I've
Yes,
never
you
been
do
a
know.
girlfriend.
Oh, you know.
No.
But wait a second. So you were in bed you met a girl at one of those Playboy parties. Was it one of those parties where you have to wear lingerie or something?
Yeah, it was one of my first parties that I'd ever been to before I was a Playmate.
What'd you wear to the party?
Lingerie.
Like what's lingerie for you? Like a little panty?
It was a cute little outfit.
Well, maybe we should hear this story. What did you bring to change into, Summer? Anything? Give me one good outfit.
Is any of your gear like what you would have worn to this party?
Yeah, I guess you could say that it would be. I brought a cute little American flag.
Bathing suit?
Yeah.
Oh, I think I want to see you in that. But what else do you have? What else do you got?
I thought the bottoms were a little big for my taste.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, say,
Well,
can I
That's
see?
why.
Oh, what is that?
Never
Lingerie?
fear. Never fear.
Oh, that's a bathing.
There you go.
Oh,
Never fear.
baby.
Never
I want to see you in that because you have long, thin legs. What's that? A black
Don't you want to
bikini?
see her in all of them?
I do, but I don't know what I want first. I like there's a guy on the phone who wants a date with her. Like who
yeah.
doesn't?
That's
You
going
know-
to happen. All
Yeah, like no one does.
Show him the sheer nighty.
The FedEx that had the little gown, the real sexy evening gown with the slits up both sides, didn't arrive at the hotel.
That's
so-
okay. Who cares?
Well, this.
What is that? A little belly shirt. And what are you going to wear on the bottom?
Nothing?
Zero?
No.
Come on.
I know.
Come on, Summer.
Oh, you want to show it to
Oh,
me?
Summer.
What would it cost me to watch you change?
How much you got?
I got some money.
I got a grand.
I gotta
on
say,
me.
no, I got a little bit more than that. I got
How
some
much we
money.
got?
Throw me a figure, because I'm not kidding.
Give me a figure.
Will it be taped?
No.
No, just Howard. Just Howard.
Just me. I get to stand in the bathroom while you change and watch you.
How much?
How much does that cost? So I can do a play-by-play for the
Gary,
guys.
how much you got?
How much you got?
That's not a
That's not how it
negotiation.
works.
Let's just see.
Yeah, it does.
Let's just
To be honest with her, how much do we have? Come right out with a figure.
Well,
I can go $5,000.
I get to stand in the bathroom with you and watch and tell the audience what I'm seeing.
Sold.
Oh my God.
Wait a second. I'm nervous.
wait a minute. Why couldn't we split that up? Because $3,000 for you. How much from? I'm sorry.
You know what? I got to tell you, I held
Shush,
back.
it's
I
over.
got another $5,000 for me.
What are you going to change into? Not that I care now.
I have so many girlfriends that are going to be calling me going, how do I get that gig?
Change into your black little bathing suit.
Okay.
That thing, right? Don't you want to see her in that?
Yeah, that's a good story.
That's a good story.
I don't know what to say first. Are you going to go in? What's?
I'm going to go in the bathroom, but I'll take a mic in with me. And you got a wireless?
Well, actually,
What?
You mean it, Summer?
Absolutely.
This is the greatest. And then can we hear your story about when you were in the Playboy Mansion? You had a strap-on on.
I wasn't at the mansion.
All right, but you met the girl there.
No, I didn't.
Where'd you meet her?
That wasn't that, no.
Oh, I'm confused.
This was in college.
Oh, this was in college, the
Yeah.
strap-on?
She said it was just
Yeah.
after a party.
that was your first
I
experience?
was still in college at the time.
Was that your first experience?
Yeah.
All right, who cares?
You're all, who
let's,
cares? You just
right.
see me naked.
What do I have to do?
You can bring a microphone with you. Scott's got your headphones, and then it's mic'd in there as well. So
Where?
you can in that room.
In
there.
that little booth?
That's the
That's where
changing
you're
booth. Oh, you
going?
didn't know that?
All right, there's no camera or anything in there. I don't
No
want to
camera.
screw Summer up.
No.
Want to change in the changing booth?
That's fine.
Because there's a mic in there.
That's totally fine.
All right, let's go.
Okay.
Oh, this is so great. Oh, my God. Thank you, Summer. Hold on. Don't take off anything till I get in the booth with you.
You better hurry up.
It's summer. No clip.
It's
Artie, why don't you stare a hole in her ass?
It's summertime.
Robin, I'm so nervous.
Artie just burned her with his X-ray
It's
vision.
very loud. Hold on, it's very loud. Just my. One second.
We can't hear you, Howard.
I know.
Who cares? All right, I have it. Summer, I'm coming in. Oh, Summer, baby. This is hot. All right, close the blinds. That's not fair to
It's
Summer.
only for you, huh?
Summer, what do you want to begin with? The shirt, the pants?
It's just fine.
You don't mind getting undressed in front of me? All right. Let me describe Summer's outfit to you, Robin and Artie and everyone else. Summer has like no fat on her. You have zero fat.
Oh, no, I do.
In your ass? I'm going to need to look at that for my $5,000. And Summer, the shirt and the pants are going to come off. And what are those, sandals?
Yeah, but I'm going to put some other heels on.
Okay, good. Okay, go
Is
ahead.
she wearing underwear?
Summer's, I don't know yet. Summer's taking her shirt off. Oh, my God, there's a bra. A black bra.
Oh, you bastard.
Summer, is that, shut up, Artie. Is that Fredericks of Hollywood?
This is Victoria's Secret. Look, feel, it's a water bra.
What do you feel? I can
A
touch?
water bra.
What do you mean a water bra? I'm touching her boobs.
No, you're touching water.
No, it's just a little thing of water.
What do you mean? Why would you put water in your boobs?
Just, you know,
What, I mean, extra support?
maybe a little bit, yeah, for us.
Let me feel that again.
Bees.
Really, water?
Feels good. Okay. I like that.
Girlfriend's gonna hunt me down and shoot me.
She doesn't care. Ooh, I'm seeing your boobs. Your shirt is off. You know, your boobs are really nice.
Thank you.
Like, you didn't go for the boob implants. They're small. What are you, an A cup?
B.
B. They're small, but who cares?
Yeah, you know, it's. I don't know. I want to be able to breastfeed my children one day.
Yeah, and I like them. I haven't felt real breasts in a long time.
What do you mean, feel?
Except for my girlfriends,
You're
of course.
touching her?
No, I'm not touching.
Tell her not to bring up children again.
Yeah, don't bring up children.
Oh.
All right. All right, so now a top is going on that you're going to see Summer in. And then we're going to hear the strap-on
She's
story.
still wearing her pants.
She's still wearing her pants. Those haven't come off yet.
I'm tying.
Tell me something. Am I going to see any fur burgerage?
You're going to have to, Howard, because she's got to put on a bikini bottom.
But do you have a little bit of hair?
Just a little bit.
Wait, baby. Wait, you're taking down your pants slowly, aren't you? Wait.
Ready?
Wait. I want to enjoy every minute.
Howard,
What are you doing?
describe the underwear, Howard.
I'm stripping my pants off.
Am I going to see underwear first, or is there no underwear?
I told you I don't wear underwear.
Hold on, I got to take this in. Stand back. Oh, perfect. Let me see. Turn around. Let me see your ass. Perfect. Let me see your front again. Perfect. Baby, how do you feel standing naked in front of me?
Fine. This is how runway shows are,
You
actually.
love this.
I should sneak you in the back of the show I'm doing on Thursday. You'll see 40 models naked.
What show is that?
Anand John. He's a new designer.
I'm going to go with you.
How much is that?
You know, all the, style networks, all those people that, videotape in the backstage. Get some of those edited tapes. I'll tell you, there's lots of TNA on those.
Let me see the back of that. Is that a thong? Oh, my God. Wait till you see the outfit Summer's wearing. Well, come on, Summer, let me walk out with you now, triumphant.
We're all staring at a
Oh,
curtain.
look at this. Look what I just saw naked. Look at her bod.
Oh, my God.
Robin, look at... Wait, turn around, Summer. Show him your ass. How's that, Artie?
Oh, my God. That's a perfect ass.
I mean, perfect.
Damn.
Yeah, what's wrong with your voice, Howard?
Perfect.
So, Howard,
Summer, that is beautiful.
did you see the haircut, Howard?
Let me just see what it's like to have my arm around you.
You're
Hey,
perfect.
now.
She's perfect for you.
Perfect for me. Perfect girl.
It's a shame she's not a supermodel. We could all make money if you're married.
What's a
How's that,
supermodel
John?
if she ain't?
Oh my God, this is great. Could you, I'll give you $10 if you do that for me.
$10.
Girl here.
How much
So,
is it to make out
so
with
tell
her?
me something. What happened with the strap-on story? You met the girl in college.
Yeah, and it was my first time trying. I don't know if I can say it on the air.
Lesbianism?
No.
Oral?
It's a letter in the alphabet.
A?
A?
B, C, D.
D? A, B, C, D?
Then what comes after D?
E. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I still... Oh, ecstasy.
Yeah.
It's your first time trying ecstasy.
Yeah, and she said, well, you're gonna enjoy it, and I said, okay.
The girl was hot?
Yeah, she was really hot.
So had you been attracted to her? Did you realize you might be gay?
She did Hawaiian Tropics or something like that.
Really? She was a Hawaiian Tropic girl.
You know.
She had big boobs?
Yeah. She was a San Diego girl.
Yeah. So what happens in that scenario? She says to you, let's try ecstasy together?
No, it was my first time, and she wasn't, but I guess there's this unwritten rule when you do eat for the first time, or if someone's around you have to help them out and help them enjoy it, because it's the first time, so...
So you were on it, but she wasn't.
You're right. Yeah.
You getting nervous standing next to me?
No, I enjoyed it.
She's a little
Are you getting nervous? Are you getting a little flustered standing so close to me?
Well, I'm loving the audience. She's got my ass shot.
Yeah,
That's
how
making me more nervous.
Hey, Howard, are you getting aroused?
No, I'm not aroused.
I see.
Get out of here. That's the damn microphone
I see a
pack.
bump in the road.
You're jumping up.
No, I'm not.
Oh, dude,
Look,
it's so there.
Come
dude,
on,
how's
dude.
that? I'll take my pants down now and prove to you I'm not. I don't want Summer to think I'm a
Hey, you
pervert.
ain't pronouncing us nothing.
What are you doing?
Look, nothing.
What is this?
Nothing.
Oh, nothing.
You sure
Nothing.
that's not you aroused?
Really nothing.
That's him
sorry.
aroused.
Hey,
That's all
Summer,
that's
hey,
not-
Howard, can I have Summer if she can just turn around? We can see the.
Summer, let them see your buttocks, please.
Hey,
Oh my
oh my
God.
God! Hey, Howard, that is a fantastic turd cutter.
Shut his gay
You are
mouth.
such a gay homo.
Summer,
God.
don't mind him. He's first time he's trying
What a
it.
guy to take home to mom and dad.
All right, so Summer from 𝗏𝗿𝗄𝗏.com, the TV show on Showtime.
Yes. Showtime Beyond.
Anyway, so
A little more,
Showtime Beyond.
Yeah, it's a little more edgy.
She's so hot. Like when she was in a pants, though, she didn't look nearly as good as she does in her, lingerie.
Oh, I disagree. She looked good in both outfits.
No, I like her with the lingerie.
I like
I
this.
think she's hot no matter what.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
So okay, so get back. So you're on ecstasy, and you didn't know you were having feelings for this girl sexually, did you?
No, I was so out of my mind. If you touched me, I was like,
You got excited.
oh yeah.
I thought on ecstasy, though, you're not really feeling sexual. You're just feeling like you want to be touched.
Yeah, but the first time right before I did it, this guy says to me, well, don't have sex on E. I go, okay. And this girl was like, are you kidding me? That's why you do it. You need to have sex on E. I'm like, well, there's no men around. And she said,
So she said, okay, let me mess around with you. And you were open to it.
she just whipped open that drawer, and there you go.
What were you wearing when you were on ecstasy?
Nothing.
You were naked. I mean, you took off your clothes. She took off your clothes? Mm-hmm. She did. She removed your clothing. Mm-hmm. And you didn't mind.
So I got seduced.
And then she gave you oral.
No.
You gave her oral.
No.
She put on a strap on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I don't get that, though. When a girl has a strap on, though, she doesn't get any pleasure. You got all the pleasure.
Right, because she was helping out a girl that was...
On ecstasy.
Yeah.
But then she said at some point she put it on.
Yeah, then you put on the strap on.
I didn't say that. You said that.
I asked if you did
No,
both,
you
and you
said-
said you had.
You said that. No.
Summer.
Summer, I'm going to spank you if you're lying.
You've been so brilliant up
put
to
on-
this, you've been so brilliant up to this point.
Let's hear it.
Yes.
You put on the strap on.
Yes.
Now, what did that do for you?
Absolutely nothing. I think buckling the thing was more of a sensation than...
Summer.
What?
What did it do for you? Summer.
How big is the strap on?
What happened at the... So fast forward... Yeah, how big is the strap on? Is it really big?
I guess you can buy them in different sizes.
Oh, I see.
You know
Was
what?
yours big?
Medium.
If you got to strap it on, it
Was
means
yours black?
it's big.
Why does the
Was it
color
black? Yes,
matter?
I
How?
The
I just like to know. I have to... John, come buckle my pants.
The color does matter. The color does matter.
What?
Ask Summer to buckle your pants.
No. Leave Summer alone.
Girlfriend will-
Yeah, he'll really.
Summer, will you date Howard if he was single?
Yeah.
Oh, goddamn, don't say that.
It's probably because I've heard so many great things about him from like supermodels.
See, Howard, how could you do it?
Every
now you gotta get
magazine article,
single again,
you know,
Howard.
He's my best lay. He's such a gentleman,
So you're going to ruin it for me now.
No, he lands all these hot chicks, and there's got to be a reason why.
Howard, honestly, I mean, maybe I think she blows away Angie Everhart. Like, it's not even. close.
There's no contest.
It's not even a contest.
I think they're both beautiful women.
Yeah, no, Annie's beautiful too, but this.
You know what?
Well, you have to be a diplomat.
You know what? Angie's a classic. She's a beauty.
You know what Summer's got? She's got booyah butt.
Booyah!
Another booyah butt.
Yeah, but you know what? You would dump me very quickly, I'm sure.
But
Really?
who cares? Supermodels waiting
Maybe
in the
because I
wings.
would prevent you from your career,
I think she's going to
Yeah.
soothe your beast, Howard.
She's going to give you the Vin Diesel line.
Howard, it'll never work. She lives in L.A. You're in New York.
You're in L.A., I'm in New York. It would,
Right.
would never work.
There are private jets, guys.
You live in New York? What happened?
9/11.
Really?
You got scared?
My mom really wanted me home and close, so
Don't be a punk.
Baby, come back here.
Come on. Yeah.
Tell me about the Playboy Mansion, though. You went up there the other day.
Yeah.
And what happened?
Just, I went and I, used one of the tanning beds and walked out to see the grass, and there was not a soul there.
But you were there with your friend who's a Playboy bunny.
She lives there.
And what's her name again?
Tiffany.
And did you guys get it on?
Tiff.
Did you guys get it on?
No.
Tell the truth.
No, I told her exactly what the scenario that you were dreaming of was, the sunbathing and stuff, and she just started laughing.
You look great, baby. Baby, you look real good.
Thanks.
Mom
and Dad had great sex, so Mom and Dad must have had great sex then.
I bet.
Are they good looking, your parents?
Yeah, my mom's gorgeous. My dad's, football player.
Look at this.
I'll bang you and your mom.
They're tall, very tall parents. My mom's 6 foot.
6 foot? I'll throw both of you in bed and take care of you.
My mom would
Beat the crap out of me.
Hey, Howard, how do breasts look naked?
Really nice. They're not big like big blown out Pamela Anderson breasts. They're just like a nice shape. They're perfect.
Brown and pink. Brown and pink.
They look brown.
Are they brown?
Yeah. Hey,
Well, you have to go back in with her to
I think I
change
might
again.
I need to see it.
Get closer.
Summer, is there any chance that we can just see you without your top? Just us?
No, that's not going to
Come on.
I'll give you
to pay for that.
five.
No, not even that.
I saw
I
it.
didn't even pay for that.
We don't mean the audience. We meant just me and John and KC.
Yeah. Please.
No, she ain't going to let you.
How much?
Oh, come on.
How much to make out with you?
And what are you blocking for, dude?
Yeah. Because you can see she doesn't want to do it.
I figured I'd
then
throw
you're
it
going to blow
out
my
there.
scene. Then she's not going to even let me in.
Wait a minute. Artie has a question on the table.
What's the question?
Artie wants to know how much to make out
Just
with
how much to make out with her? 5 G's to watch her change. I mean,
Did you pay $5,000 to make out with her?
oh my God!
Artie will give you $5,000 to make out
Oh,
with her.
you got to do it. He's that ugly?
Artie puts a strap on.
Hold on. I got a question.
he's
I got a
not.
question. How about? Wait a second. How about if it were $5,000 to make out with that guy there? Would you do it?
KC.
You mean turd cutter?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. He scares chicks for some reason. I don't know.
Honey,
Oh, really?
No, he doesn't scare me at all.
Honey,
Not
when's the last
interested.
time you saw an Amex Platinum? Want to go over to Banana Republic?
If I can see from here, that's not black.
Oh my God.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
You don't even have the good card.
What does that mean?
Hey, Howard,
Means you're not happening. Yeah.
how'd her bottom half look naked? Is she shaven?
Yeah, no, she has a little bit of a
Like a landing strip?
like a landing strip, but so faint. Certainly, if she was my girlfriend, I'd take that all off.
Speaking
but
of fainting,
it
let
looks
me.
good.
And the smell was nice of everything there?
Everything
my
smelled good.
He didn't put his face down
What
there.
are you carrying on about?
Man, but sometimes you can catch a whiff
Yeah.
up by a girl's neck, and this girl has no smell.
Can you guys really?
Yes.
Oh, sure you can.
Oh, my God, yeah.
That's when you get out of the room.
I
The
know
worst
girls who
is
got
when
naked, it stunk.
Yeah.
How about when a stripper, like, you get a whiff of that, you know, when she's giving you a dance?
A whiff of ass. is awful.
I've actually come to find that most strippers that I've had encounters with have like the most gorgeous skin and smell so great.
Oh, yeah.
You
Well,
haven't met a few of the ones I've met.
you're getting the good ones.
Yeah. One just gave me a lap dance this a couple of years ago and bent over, and I caught a whiff.
You should go to the same strip club.
I guess
she
you didn't
does.
get a tip.
So anyway, summer. What is it?
Here's the question.
We got to get to our big game.
But
yeah.
here's the question. Now, this
Okay.
girl is so hot.
Right.
She definitely said she would date you. That doesn't cause a little thing in your brain? Like,
Who wouldn't want to date Summer Altice? But you know.
yeah, but
Well, what about
he's got
this
a hot
thing?
girlfriend.
Wait a
I know, but
minute,
so
wait a minute.
what? You're a new hot girlfriend.
What about this thing, Howard?
no,
Howard
no.
was saying before you walked in that you're hard to handle. Or
Fred from Limp Bizkit, a couple of guys have
guys
said-
have
Funny
said
because
you're
on Saturday
difficult.
at fight night at the mansion, I come downstairs so we go out for Tiffany's birthday, and lo and behold, I see a red hat backwards. I just walked right by. I was, hey, later.
He's
Really, you
trying
blew
to
him off?
talk to you.
Well, yeah, it's Fred.
Yeah, what are you doing with him anyway? You can do better.
Sure,
Him, really.
sure it wasn't Barry
It's
Larkin?
funny because
You had sex with him.
no, actually, I didn't.
Is that true?
Well, then
Yeah.
you are difficult.
You know what? I respect that.
I really didn't date him that long.
What did you never had intercourse with him?
No.
Give him oral? Did you
Did you give him oral?
Use a strap on him?
You gave him oral.
Yeah, she gave him oral.
You gave him oral.
Oh, guys, I don't want to talk about him. Come on.
Let's talk about him.
I think I've helped that man out in the press department way too much.
But you didn't have actual sex, but you gave him oral.
Don't kiss and tell, like I said.
All right, that means you did. I can tell for sure. All right, listen. Summer Altice is a very hot chick. There's
You
no
don't want her to
question.
get into any other outfit. You're done.
Want to try one more outfit?
Sure.
We can either go with another bathing suit or we go with these ridiculously small hot pants and this sheer top.
How about a thong?
How about the sheer top and like a bathing suit bottom.
Yeah, like a G-string.
I can make that happen.
Let me see. What do you got?
Look at, he's got the little.
You mind if we
shopping
dress
bag.
you, Summer?
Not at all.
Guy, you have a G-string or something?
I like Howard's talking to the hot chick with his pants unbuckled. Hey, you know what? You know what?
Hey, that's my look.
Can I have a dream come true? What if she puts my shirt on and nothing else? See
Here you
this
go.
shirt?
No, that's not our dream. You got a shirt that looks like a moo-moo.
That shirt would cover her whole
Like,
body.
it's her waking up in the morning,
Yeah, it's
you
down
know?
to
All
her
right.
knees.
All right. So Summer's going to change into one last outfit. It is a red bikini bottom with a little tiny Playboy see-through shirt.
Oh, that's cool.
That's
Wow.
nice.
Wow.
You need my help again in there?
We paid.
Oh, you paid for it. Enjoy
I
it.
paid for one visit, but it's up to you. You want me in there?
If you want to.
All right, I do.
He sprints right in. Hey, have a good time, man.
Summer, I'm coming in again.
This is us staring at a blue curtain.
Now, Summer,
again.
why are you taking out your tongue ring?
Because it unscrewed.
Oh.
No, let me screw that back in, baby. Summer has her tongue out and is putting in her tongue ring.
She got a tongue ring?
Yeah.
Oh, you know she slobbed the knob.
I'll keep the.
Don't do that.
How'd your tongue ring come out? Leave it out.
Yeah.
You're crazy.
Well, won't it close up?
Be daring.
I don't think it'll close up in 5 minutes.
No, actually, it doesn't. But it does close up like a couple hours. I've had it for a long time, so I can leave it out for up to 3-4 hours. But it's the fastest healing muscle in the body, so.
Oh, yeah.
Who cares?
Right?
Well, you don't want
Summer,
her
your
to
bottoms are
close
coming
up
off.
on you.
Summer's bottoms are coming off.
Yeah, we'll do those first.
I feel like we're waiting for the
I
Wizard
feel a little
of Oz.
funny watching, but I'll watch anyway. This is very erotic.
Oh, you're sweet. See, he's a gentleman. He's like, you know.
So
I don't want those idiots to see. I closed off the curtain.
I feel like I'm in a car listening to the show.
All right, Summer has her red bottoms on.
Good old days.
I think the guys are going to like these red bottoms. It's a thong situation. And now Summer has her shirt off. I'd say they're pinkish brown. I wouldn't say they're a dark brown at all.
Why is Casey's leg shaking?
Summer, what is this top called?
My heart's pounding.
Howard's Sheer Delight.
𝗛𝗄𝗿. Okay. Oh, this is a great little outfit. The guys are going to be very pleased. Summer, step out if you will.
Gary apparently good fashion.
Oh, look at that.
I
Isn't that nice?
Did I pick a good one or what?
Yeah, you look great.
It's not see-through enough, guy.
I thought the top was going to be more see-through.
Yeah,
Listen,
yeah.
Summer,
Well, she doesn't stretch it very much, even though it's small.
Hold on. If you get closer, it's plenty see-through.
is it?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, it is.
Hold on.
It is.
I could see.
Walk
I can feel
into
the zoom lenses now.
I want to say something to you.
I told
Is she the coolest girl that ever came
You
in
are
here?
the coolest girl that ever came in here. I dub you the coolest chick that ever came in here.
She's fun. She's
I
fun.
think you are fun.
Well, the coolest,
Well,
most famous.
Howard,
chick.
you gotta be fun.
Yeah, you are so super hot.
Thank you.
Yeah, she's
You
got
are,
She answers everything. She's
you're
hot.
attractive. You're hot.
she's got no moose knuckle, even from the outside. Looks beautiful.
Yeah.
a moose knuckle. Nothing. What's that?
What is
something
that?
you wouldn't know about because you don't have it.
Right.
Okay.
But anyway, Summer baby, thank you for letting me see you nude. Congratulations on your $5,000.
I won.
You sure did. We all won today. And
No, you won, Howard.
I sure did.
Yeah, I feel like a distant second.
So it was a pretty interesting appearance today.
Yeah,
What's
it was
going
fun.
on?
Yeah, I want some money. It's cool.
Now,
Some cash.
Howard got to watch you. What was that like?
You know, I'll be honest. He's really a gentleman. He's a sweetheart. Plus, you know,
Did you see him checking you out when you were naked?
I don't know. He had his glasses on.
So you couldn't tell?
I couldn't tell.
Do you think he was?
I'm sure he was.
And you had no problems changing?
No. I mean, I've been, you know, nude in front of people before, but you know, it's Howard. And thank God there were no cameras, because you know that's where I draw the line. But you know, and when he said 5,000, I was like, sure, why not?
Would you have done it for less than 5,000?
No.
5,000 was the limit.
Well, yeah, the minimum. You know, it's about right.
About right. How much it
About
cost?
right. Well, you know, for Playboy, you know, we get paid about 5 times that, but we have to do 5 different things. So
This is just changing.
Yeah, just
So,
changing.
all right. So you did your fashion show today.
Yeah.
You were comfortable with the outfit you wore.
Yeah. I was a little nervous. You know, I mean, most actresses and models are always really self-conscious about like up close stuff.
Why were you so nervous about the fashion show?
I don't know. I was a little nervous in the beginning, but then it was, you know, it's fun. I mean, there's a lot of men in there, so
Well, they were all very complimentary.
Yeah, definitely. And the lumberjack was pretty funny.
No chance of wearing Artie's shirt.
No.
Was Artie turning you off?
No, he's just hilarious. I think he's great. He's funny.
What
He was
about
trying hard.
What about KC? Was he turning you off?
The turd cutter.
Yeah.
That kind of did it for me right there. I was kind of over at that point.
He ruined it.
Oh, completely.
It seems like you and Howard had a little thing going on, a little flirting thing going on.
Come on.
What's up with that?
I'm an actress, you know. I'm just kidding.
So you're saying, like, basically, though,
He's
if Howard
sweet. He's really
single-
nice.
Howard was single, there would be a chance to date you.
No.
No?
Well, I mean, he's the type of guy that I could possibly date, but, you know, I do have a father. He'd be like, "You're dating who?" But no, he's a sweetheart. He's got a girlfriend, so.
So there's no chance that you're...
No, I'm dating someone too, so.
All right. Well, thanks for coming down.
I was sitting at home and then getting tweets and emails about the movie director Kevin Smith bad-mouthing me.
I saw a little bit of that.
I was choosing to ignore it.
What happened between the two of you?
Here's what happened in a nutshell as far as I'm concerned, and it just seems ludicrous. The guy's a weird guy. I mean, I don't really know much about Kevin Smith.
But you were friendly.
Friendly. I had him over to my house one New Year's Eve, my apartment for a party.
That's what I'm talking about.
And even that was weird because after I had him and I was trying to, you know, he was a guy from Jersey and I was trying to develop something of a friendship. He was like, "Why did Howard have me at his house? It was weird." You know, I don't know. Here's what it was. We used to have him on the show.
Right.
And a nice enough guy. I liked him. I had to ask Gary to refresh my memory even. I don't even, you know, think about it. Anyway, so we'd have him on the show. And the weird move there was that a lot of times his publicist or somebody would call a lot to have him come on the show.
Oh.
So you and I were on the air, and I said, "Gee, Kevin's publicist is calling a lot." Something to this effect. This is 100 years ago. I said, "Geez, you know, it's a little much." So he took that as a great insult that I, you know, that I revealed this.
Oh, dear.
And he made the announcement that he was never coming on our show again.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, "Oh, okay. I guess I insulted you. I didn't mean to insult you, but all right, you're insulted, and that's the way you tantrum. Why don't you just call in and say, you know, hey, what's going on?" But whatever it was, fine. He agreed. He agreed. He's the one who stopped coming on our show.
Right.
I didn't stop coming on the show. I didn't tell him not to come on the show. He just made a decision. I'm never going on that show again. And then he would do, I guess he would do the Opie and Anthony show. He would do the Imus show, according to what 𝗫𝗍𝗿𝗱 has him on, coming up Friday. And she sent me a piece of video of him talking about me.
Okay.
And so he would go on these shows. And he wouldn't really badmouth me, but he'd give me the backhanded badmouth. You know, he'd go, "Oh, I'm not feuding with Howard." First of all, he is feuding with Howard, but I'm just not feuding back with him. I didn't even know I was in a feud with him. He didn't want to come on the show. Who cares? Who gives a fuck? First of all, I don't really have directors on the show. The only one like I'd have on is like Ron Howard, who's known as, you know, Opie, and he's also known as Richie Cunningham.
Yeah.
He's well known. He's like Alyssa Milano, you know. He was known more for his acting, and now it's kind of cool that he's a movie director, and he's done some incredible movies, incredible mainstream movies. And I don't really have directors on all that much. I had Ivan on a few times because I know him from Private Parts, obviously, and I have a tremendous affection for him.
James Cameron.
I had him on once. I wish he'd come on again. I mean, this is the guy who made Avatar. You know, that was like a huge thing. And Terminator. I don't know what Kevin, you know, Kevin makes small movies, and it's fine. I got no problem with that.
I actually looked at one of his movies the other day. Didn't even realize I was watching one. It was called Cop Out.
There you go. Good for him. So, you know, he decided not to do my show anymore. So he hasn't been on in years. And so it's been so long that I didn't even remember any of this. I am telling you what Gary told me this morning about the whole thing. And so, like, he didn't come on, and then he'd go on these shows, and they'd ask him about me. And he would say, in a backhanded kind of way, you know, I don't have a feud with Howard, but, You know, I really like going on shows where they let me talk.
Treat me with respect.
And treat me with respect. So what he's saying is, my show doesn't let anyone talk, and my show doesn't treat him with respect. And I wasn't aware of this, and it's fine. I don't have any problem with Kevin Smith. I think he's a very talented man. He wrote a script for a Superman that I thought was tremendous. I went on the air and talked about it. I don't know. I don't do that for everybody.
Right.
But, you know, there was no pleasing him. He's obviously got a bug up his ass. So anyway, so he stopped coming on the show. Fine. I somehow my career succeeded without his help. And anyway, out of the clear blue, like 3 days ago or something, he calls up Gary and announces that he wants to come on the show, and he's free on Wednesday. You know, for this Wednesday, yesterday. He's free in 3 days. So Gary comes to me and he goes, listen, we're all booked up. And Kevin Smith wants to come. I said, well, and he goes, and maybe it'll be interesting because you guys have been having a feud. I said, listen, what's interesting? I'm not in a feud with Kevin. I don't know Kevin all that well. I tried to develop a friendship with him, and it was awkward. I mean, he started over and over again with like, why'd you have me to your apartment? I don't know. I thought maybe there'd be a friendship there. I don't know.
Just being nice.
I was just being nice. And he called after 7 years, decided, I want to be on the show, and, you know, clear the decks and let's go. And I said to Gary, well, if you're booked up, I mean, I don't think it's all that interesting to the audience that Kevin hasn't been on the show in 7 years because he decided not to come on.
Nobody was saying whatever happened to Kevin.
Yeah, I mean, and quite frankly, I really don't even know what he's up to. I'm not aware of him all that much. I'm sorry. I mean, the ridiculousness of it is that I'm mad at Kevin because he doesn't put me in his movies. I mean, so now so now it became a thing where he was telling people Howard won't put me on the show. And then he started, Howard's a bully, he's been saying. And I'm like, how did I bully this guy? I don't know. I'm a bully. You know, he started attacking like a tantruming child who says, you know, I can't get on the show. I'm going to attack Howard. And that's like me saying, I'm going to attack Kevin because Kevin hasn't put me in his last 5 movies. I mean, I don't know.
All right, and it's like calling and saying, all right, I'm ready to do my close-up.
Yeah, and I mean, like out of the blue, like he's ready. I'm not. I mean, I'm sorry. Forget it.
I'll be on the set in 10 minutes.
I didn't know I have to be attacked in some weird way. So anyway, when I went on Twitter, everyone was like, you've got to have Kevin Smith. Like, I guess his fans were, you know, you got to have him on. I go, I'm sorry, you know, we're not having him on. And he's happy doing shows. If he's happy doing shows where they're going to let him talk and not ridicule him.
Why come here?
Why come here? Because we could probably say something that might be offensive to him.
Get him all upset.
Right. I don't want to do that. Listen, I really am not in a feud with the man. Gary told me that he had been calling quite a bit. And I don't know, is that such a bad thing to say? And I said, hey, we got to space out the visits.
This is what I can say. He never called me, but his
publicist. That's what I explained.
Yeah, but he took it very personally.
Right. So, okay, I'm sorry. If that's offensive, you know, what can I tell you? I apologize, but, you know, that's the way it was.
Well, do you think it was a situation? It could have been a situation where Kevin said, you know, to his publicist, you know, I'm going out, I'm doing some publicity, want to do Howard, want to do this, I want to do that.
Maybe.
And the publicist was really trying to make it happen.
I don't know. How many was he really calling a lot, Gary?
Which time?
The publicist, back 7 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, well, he had a lot of, he does a lot of stuff. He does talks, he does movies, he does comics. Right. So we would get him pitched fairly often.
Right. So I said, hey, we'll have him on, you know, when we're ready. See, he's not in a feud with me, but now he's bad-mouthing me on the 𝗫𝗍𝗿 show, talking about that I'm the popular kid, and then you come over and I'm one way to you. I'm two-faced. He has no feud. There's nothing wrong with me. But Howard's two-faced, and when you go on his show, he humiliates you, and he doesn't let you talk. If that doesn't sound like a guy bad-mouthing me, I mean, come out and say you don't like me.
I don't think it's a I don't like you thing. I think he likes you too much.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a strange thing to do to a guy you like.
Well, it's when you can't have the girl. You bash the girl.
Well, I tell you what, Kevin, I'm mad at you because you won't put me in your movies. I should have been in every one of your movies.
Now he's going to send you those scripts.
Yeah. you know, that's not right. You won't let me on your movie. Since I won't, it's like, you won't let me on my show. Well, you won't let me on your movie. What is this? We're busy. And now I certainly won't have
Who
one.
we have on? Beetlejuice?
Yeah. Well, we did. We were busy. No, we had on Jim Brewer yesterday.
Jim Brewer was yesterday.
Yeah. You know, sorry. And I wanted to spend time with Jim. I mean, isn't this something?
Isn't this something?
What is it, Jeff?
Who are you talking about, Kevin? Who?
I know.
Well, I'm sort of having that feeling over here.
Yeah.
Like, does anybody really care?
Probably not. And that's why I even said, should I bring this up? Because it's probably giving him more attention than it merits. I mean, it's so now I'm going to be
like, could you explain to
Right.
us who this guy is you're feuding?
Yeah, and now it's going to be like, you know, once I give something energy, then it becomes something. You know what I mean?
But it's really like, wait a minute, you still haven't explained to us who you're talking about.
Exactly. He's a movie director, but
You can't even, like, name a movie.
well, I'm bad at that, but I'm sure other people could. What is the movie?
Well, he's the guy from Clerks.
Clerks. All right. There he is.
That was in 1994, right?
But he's known for, you know, being, what is it,
Right.
Bob and Silent J or
Bob
whatever.
and Silent J, yeah.
Yeah, not the movie he did with Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez.
Nobody knows him for that.
And everyone's waiting to, you know, hear him on our show.
You want to know what you talked about with him, Howard, the last time he was on?
What?
I'm looking at the notes. Howard hasn't allowed Kevin on in a while. He wanted to come in, and Howard has been saying no. Howard doesn't think people care about Kevin. Robin is sure they don't.
Oh.
Robin says he's a cult guy. Howard
he is.
Howard says people in cults don't make any money. And then it says Kevin is no M. Night Shyamalan.
Well, that's funny stuff.
Actually, now he is.
Oh, my God.
Well, listen, I like Kevin.
I do, too. I
do.
enjoy his movies.
Yeah.
Is the Kevin who again?
Kevin Smith. Okay. I mean, you woke up after 7 years and decided I'm okay, and you're ready for your moment.
And believe me, I don't mean it as an insult that you still have to explain to the audience who he is.
Right.
It's just, he's not James Cameron.
No. And quite frankly, it's a lot of work to try to describe who someone is, you know, when they're sitting here. And I'm a terrible person because I don't put him on. But then again, he doesn't put me in his movies, so shouldn't I be angry with him?
Like I said, I watched Cop Out.
I'm angry with every director who hasn't put me in a movie.
I watched Cop Out the other day,
Right.
and I enjoyed it.
There you go. You're gracious. Thank you. What is Cop Out?
It's with Tracy Morgan and Bruce Willis.
There you go. You loved it.
It was cute.
Good. See? Very positive. What can I tell you? I have nothing against the man. He's a very nice guy. I think a very talented guy. Was it cute or you loved it?
It was cute.
Cute. All right. Well, you're cute.
I give it 3
You're
stars.
cute. So that's a compliment. Ay vey. What can I tell you? I was just quite tickled by that yesterday as I was sitting home tweeting. And then all of a sudden I got barraged with Joy Behar, Kevin Smith's fans, about what a dickhead I am for not having him on. And I was like, okay, whatever. What am I going to tell you? I wish Kevin well.
Kevin's doing well.
Yeah,
It's fine.
and
Everything's fine.
I would never subject him to this show because we're such hateful people who cut him off and don't let him say what he wants to. You know what? Why come here? It was just so silly. And I know I shouldn't give any of these things attention because when I start giving it attention, then all of a sudden...
it becomes something.
Right. If I ignore it, it becomes nothing. And it just feels weird because I have no animosity toward the man. And I'm sorry I broke his heart. You know, I'm not looking to break anyone. I'm not The Bachelor.
You're in this for all the right reasons.
I should say, Kevin, please, please, I'm here for the right reasons. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to do a radio show and earn my living and do what I think is best for my audience. And you're doing what's best for your audience.
Yeah,
That's
he
it.
has to make casting decisions
Right.
when he's shooting a movie. He
Yeah.
can't just let anybody in.
Yeah, I mean, why don't you let Fred be the star of all your movies? I'm mad at you. You won't let Fred be in your movies. I'm making a casting decision. That's exactly what it is. He knows from that. Oh, my goodness.
Not right for this part. There's nothing wrong with you.
Everything is so complicated.
I want to talk about Bill Murray. Fingers crossed, Howard, but they swear that there's a good chance he's calling in today. He's nutty.
Hey, Bill.
Howard.
Look at this.
Bill Murray.
You know Robin.
I met Robin once over by the river.
No, actually, we danced together once.
How do you forget a moment like that, Bill?
We were backstage at a concert. Steve Winwood.
I don't remember that.
How do you forget a moment like that?
Oh, Bill, we were having such a moment.
And what was Bill doing?
He was backstage on the side of the stage listening to the Stevie Winwood concert and dancing, and we were sort of dancing next to each other.
Slow dancing or fast dancing?
Fast dancing.
How far did you get with her, Bill? Did you kiss her? Did you feel her up?
See, I just remember this one time down by the river.
Ah.
I don't remember the river. What was I on?
Oh, there was some sort of a something. I remember temporary trailers or something. There was some sort of a show over by the waterfront on the river there.
It was on the waterfront.
Bill, first of all,
that was it.
let me first say how thrilling it is to actually have you on the show, even if it's by the phone, because I'm a huge fan, like everyone is, and it's an honor to talk to you.
Well, where are you doing your show from? Whatever happened? You used to be around, and then you went away. What happened?
Disappeared. I'm now in hiding.
Where do you do your show from?
I do it in New York City.
Weren't you doing it from Philly once, or am I imagining that?
No. I used to be on in Philly. We had a syndicated show.
And we used to visit there every once in a while.
And we would visit, but we do the show from New York. Where are you?
I'm down south.
What are you doing? You sound miserable.
No, I just was watching the news, and it's kind of, goofy news.
Were you getting depressed?
It's not depressing. It's just that you find these things out so much faster. Like it was, Egypt is already over, and now it's Libya and New Zealand.
Right.
Yeah, who can keep up with it?
And Wisconsin. And you got to pick one. You got to pick one to be interested.
Which way are you going?
Wisconsin.
Okay.
Bill, are you tortured by show business?
No.
I sometimes get that feeling because this is all based on nothing except from what I read, and I get bits and drips and drabs because, like, whenever I see something about you, I'll read and make sure I'm up on it because I'm always curious. But you always seem to me to be like one of these tortured artists. Like you hate Hollywood. You don't want a manager. You don't want an agent. You don't go by any traditional rules of the business.
You don't live in Hollywood necessarily, do you?
Well, hate is a strong word. It's just what you need. There's a lot of I only lived in Los Angeles one time, and it was for about 9 months. And they have flowers that bloom at night. There's night blooming jasmine. That's really the high point. That's really about as good as it gets. But it's just too crowded, and the quality of life isn't so good. I always like, I come from Chicago.
Right.
And if you're an actor in Chicago, you've either got to go east or west. And so I went east, and I ended up in New York, and I like New York. I mean, I like the energy of it. In Los Angeles, you have to be sort of a self-starter, and I'm a basically lazy person. So I needed to bump into people to actually have, thoughts enter my brain, sort of creative ones.
Do you think that there's something unusual about you that most people who are in your business, filmmaking, they would almost be paranoid not to have a way to be reached? You've completely secluded yourself. In other words, I mean, I've read every famous story about you where you'll get offered a movie and for months you won't even hear about it because no one can get a hold of you and no one can get a commitment from you.
Well, I'm on your show this morning, so it's not like I'm in deep hiding. It's not like, Bin Laden or anything. But it's, I've just found that, if you had an agent, your agent will say to their secretary, get me Bill Murray, call him. And they will call your house, and they'll let the phone ring forever.
Right.
Forever. And you're sitting there in the house going, I don't want to answer the phone. And the phone will ring 79 times. And you think, what kind of person would do that to anyone? And it's just someone that is afraid to walk into the office and say, I can't reach him. Will let it ring until lunch. You know?
But I would think you would want the offer because let's say it's a great movie.
why don't you want to answer the phone?
I mean, I've heard you've missed out on actual good movies because they can't get a hold of you.
Nah.
Not true.
Well, you tell me the good movies I missed out on, and I'll let you know. There's been a couple that, you know, would have been, you know, that I knew were going to be good movies, but, you know, I would trade the lack of irritation for the odd movie. I don't think I've missed anything. I think if people really want you, they find you. So
right. And how does one go about finding you? In other words, if there's no publicist to call, let's say I have a script that I think is great for Bill Murray.
Well, Howard, you're just going to have to devote the rest of your life to do it to that.
I have to chase you down.
Yeah.
No,
but I think that's interesting that he says if they want you, they find you. There's very few people in Hollywood who think somebody's looking for them.
That's true.
Well, I mean, that's a thought.
Well, I'll tell you what. I read a story about, you know, like after Saturday Night Live, the thing I read was that even originally Ghostbusters was written for Belushi. Belushi died, and then they said, hey, let's get Bill Murray. And then after the huge success of Ghostbusters, Bill was offered, this is crazy to me, you were offered the role of Han Solo in Star Wars.
I don't know, maybe.
You don't remember that?
I never heard that one. I like the job Harrison Ford did. I'm happy with him. I hear these stories all the time. It's, you know, I was offered the Pope, you know, being Pope, too. I turned it down. They just couldn't reach me.
I mean, that's really true. You've only heard that story, but you never heard someone say to you, I want you to be Han Solo.
Well, the papacy can be a hassle. I've heard that one lately, Han Solo. I heard Batman, too. You know, but, you know, these are all just...
Do you think you're a genius?
No. I mean, genius, no. I mean, I'm pretty good at what I do. You know, I'm as good as anyone in my neighborhood.
Was the highlight of your career Saturday Night Live in the sense that you got to go on every week and do a comedy sketch, get it right on the air? I mean, movies maybe frustrate a guy like you. You're so good at improvisation.
No, movies really suit my attention span. You know, you've got to do a take for 90 seconds or so. That's about as long as I can hold it together. But Saturday Night Live was really, you know, I won't say anything about it except it was great fun.
It was?
But I was just still, you know, I was just getting better. It was a great education, Saturday Night Live. Just as like Second City was a great education. So that's really the, you know, if any, you know, calling someone a genius is like, yeah, right. But I really had great teachers and great education. So when I came out of those two places, if you really did Saturday Night Live for a few years, you can pretty much do anything. You know,
yeah.
And the Second City thing on top of that, it just made you very, you know, sort of responsible for what you do, and you don't take yourself too seriously. So.
Were you in that same weird boat that when you got to Saturday Night Live? I remember your boat was the weirdest because 𝗛𝗏𝗄𝗏 left, you had to take over, and everyone hated you at first because they just wanted the original cast and no one wanted to give you a chance. Do you recall it being like that?
Well, like you say, hate is a strong word,
right.
But you know. There were a lot of people that were funny on the show. I was basically the second cop for the first, you know, few months I was there anyway.
Right.
So it wasn't like anyone was getting, you know, was losing sleep over me.
But was it a horrible experience and pressure to sort of have to prove yourself to the world and say I'm worthy?
It's not dissimilar to like when I first went into Second City, when you're the new guy on the stage and no one wants to work with you because you're an unknown quantity. You know, they want to just work with the writers want to write at Saturday Night Live, wanted to write for the people they knew. They didn't know me. So
did you end up writing most of your own material?
Well, I ended up writing some. I mean, that's how I sort of broke through a little bit, as I wrote something with Tom Davis. And
did you ever go to Lorne Michaels and say, I find this impossible, no one wants to work with me, can you help me with this? Or did you just sit there and suck it up and take it?
Well, yeah, I mean, what are you going to do? He's got other things to do than worry about me.
That's a good attitude.
Yeah.
I would have gone crying and say, no one wants to play with me.
You're an emotional slob. You know,
I am.
Yeah.
Do you like Lorne Michaels?
Yeah. Yeah, he's a complicated character, and he really has gotten really, really good at that job. I mean, as good as he was back then, he's a million times better at it now. He really is good at the job.
And because his strength is he finds people, puts them together, and keeps that show on the air.
Well, he keeps the people together, you know, which is really the hard part. I mean, there are infamous people in the comedy world that had all the talent and alienated them and they went away. But he's managed to keep good people, good writers, good actors, and good technicians. I mean, good cameramen, good lighting guys. That's a tough building to keep all the best guys in one room.
Do you still watch the show?
I'm not very regular. When you work on Saturday Night Live, when you work on Saturday Night for years, you're kind of pleased to have it off. You know what I mean?
Are you? Why? Because, in other words, it brings back bad memories, or you just want...
no, it's just that it's Saturday night. It's sort of free. But I watch it. I catch up with it. I'm not as organized as sitting through it. It's, pardon me. It's a lot easier to, like my friend Jim Downey will make discs of. He'll just send me a disc of. You got to see these ones, and he'll send me discs of the best sketches and so forth. But I think they're... He
sends you sketches that he thinks are good. Does he send you any that he thinks are bad?
Why would he do that?
Well,
No,
because
he's not like that at all. He doesn't say, "Look at this crap."
He doesn't.
No, he's one of the funniest people in the world, and he's, Lauren. That's one guy that Lauren has kept on the show since I was there. We started the same week.
Are you upset that Lauren gets to repackage these shows and sort of redistribute them through CDs, DVDs, the specials, and constantly take your work and do it over and over again? And I would imagine you get no residuals for that, right?
Well, I don't think about the residuals too much. I mean, I just hope that everyone that needs money will have it,
But do you get paid from that?
Well, I got a check once for 1 cent.
Right, and I believe
I really did. I really got a check for 1 cent once. But I don't pay a lot of attention to those things, and I know that someone's making real money on it. And we kid about how we've created a college fund for Lauren's kids, but he's worked very hard, and he's been very he has to take the credit for getting the show made. He has to take the credit, and there's people making money. There's at all levels of it. I just hope that everyone all the actors and all the writers that ever need money, and whenever that becomes the case, Lauren makes sure that everyone's okay.
Do you think he's doing that? I think you're saying that somewhat sarcastically. In other words,
I'm not saying it sarcastically. I'm saying
he's
that
not going to some of the old writers who are probably living in a.
He's a nice Jewish boy from Toronto, and you can, he's vulnerable to guilt, and when people need help, he helps them.
Does he do that?
That's to my knowledge, he does. I mean, I've seen it happen. I know that it's happened.
Is there a reason?
I mean, he could spend all day looking for people to help out.
Is there a reason you don't host Saturday Night Live more often? I mean,
I've done it a couple of times. I like this group they have now. I think the group they have now is very, very, very good. I like these actors. These are the best actors since the first group, I think, this group they've got.
Are you in touch with Aykroyd?
Yeah.
You like him?
Yeah, he's my friend for life.
The only one, another guy who's so brilliant, I feel he's underutilized. Do you sense his frustration at all when you speak to him?
Well, he has a different life. He has a much more interesting life than many people. He has a lot of interests.
I know, with the aliens.
Not just vodka. I mean, he's selling this vodka, this Skull bottled vodka.
I know. I have some of it.
All right. Well, he has a lot of different kinds of interests. He's sort of, he's kind of interested in the English history, and the life of the old English people. And
in other words, he doesn't need show business to keep him happy. He has so many interests.
He has a lot of, he's interested in ghosts, for heaven's sake. He's in that whole paranormal world. He has a lot of different interests. He reads a lot. He likes to get on the road. He likes cars.
The one guy you didn't like was Chevy. That's it, right? The other ones you like.
I'm okay with Chevy.
I heard
Chevy
you're not.
and we had our dust up on the show, but that was almost Oedipal, or I don't know what the hell that was. That was Greek, whatever that was.
Do you see him now? You don't see him, though.
I see him. I see him. I see him at least, usually once a year. I haven't seen him in a little bit, but that's because I've been busy. But he's funny. I mean, Chevy is funny. And Chevy in life is funnier than almost everyone. He can really make just walking around fun.
Funny.
Yeah,
so no animosities.
Huh?
Did you make love?
Well, that's what I wanted to.
Bill, did you make love to all of the women on the show? Gilda.
Oh, yes, of course.
You did. Were you?
He's not being serious.
Of course he is.
No, there's a couple dying when I say that. No.
You didn't make love to any of the women on the show, or you got some of them?
Oh, well, it was a different time. When love was important. Love is not important any longer. We know that. It's just about money.
Is it really? Are you bitter from all your marriages and divorces?
No.
You are not. But that sounded like a bitter statement. It's all about...
Oh, no, I was making a joke.
I don't think so.
Sometimes we make the jokes. It was just a... No, they were... women are funny and men are funny. Ask a woman. They'll tell you men are weird, and you ask a man, they'll say women are strange. But I like women. I'm okay with women. They're challenging, but...
Are you a tough guy to be in a relationship with?
I don't know. I mean...
I think you're eccentric. Right?
I don't think so. Howard. I don't think I'm eccentric.
Well, we read these things every once in a while about you in a golf
cart. You
cart.
can't believe what you win. You can't believe what you hear in the paper all the time.
All right, but let me understand something.
I think I'm a barrel of monkeys.
Like I had Ron Howard in here. Okay, this is an example of where you get the reputation of being difficult. Ron Howard's in here. We're talking about movies and stuff. And there was this story about how you had a script that you loved.
Yeah.
You went to Ron Howard and you said, Ron, I want you to direct this script.
And I knew this would come back to haunt me. Yeah, go on.
No, and he read it and he said, Bill, it's not for me. I don't want to direct this film. And you were so upset with him that it's completely ruined your relationship with Ron Howard. True or false?
Well, false, because I never really had a relationship with Ron Howard.
Oh.
But I liked his movie. I think he made a movie called Eat My Dust or something like that. He directed, or Jackson County Line or something like that.
Right.
He directed a movie, and I thought, hey, that's good. That's pretty good. He can do this. So I went with him with this movie called Quick Change.
Right.
Which is a movie we ended up shooting in New York. And I said, why don't you do this? And he said, I don't get it. There's no one to root for. And I thought, that's the craziest Hollywood jive ever. I mean, and I shouldn't say jive, but that's like a term that doesn't spring from any place.
Right.
For me, and I just thought, well, that didn't make any sense to me. And I was chagrined to hear that, because if like guys driving fast on dirt roads is somebody to root for, and this one wasn't, I see I can compare them.
All right, but it's fair to say
I like him, and he's a nice person.
Yes, and it's fair to say that
I enjoyed him in The Shootist with John Wayne too.
Yes.
He's had a very long and very successful career.
But
and
Bill,
that was just an instant, that was a moment.
But it is fair to say that someone might not get the script. For whatever reason, it wasn't his cup of tea.
Well, yeah, but it was what he said.
You felt it was.
It wasn't like I got a pass on it. It was like there's no one to root for, and that was just the one that was just landed funny. It was like a boomerang inside your mouth.
So you have to be careful what you say to Bill Murray. Like if I was hanging out with you, you will evaluate me because you can detect horseshit when you hear it.
Well, everyone thinks they can.
I see.
Now, do you remember the one time we were photographed together?
I have it hanging on my wall.
That's hilarious. And the third person in the picture is
Governor Cuomo.
I tell that to people, they can't believe it.
This was the craziest thing.
It was a Live at 5 moment,
I was
right?
so nervous. I was Live at 5, which is a local NBC show in New York. It's the news show. And the guests that day were me. It was then Governor Cuomo.
Yeah, he was the governor at the time.
And Bill Murray. And I was so nervous because for some reason I've always felt that Bill Murray hated me. And I don't know why. I don't have anything to base it on, Bill. But for some reason, I got very intimidated. Number one, I admire him greatly. And Governor Cuomo, I was sure didn't like me. And then all of a sudden we took a picture, but you didn't seem to be thrilled to be taking the picture. The governor didn't seem to be thrilled, and I was a nervous wreck. Do you detect? Was there a problem with me between us?
No, we don't have a problem, Howard. I just want to remind you that when we posed for the picture, the guy who was the most uncomfortable was Cuomo, and when it first was set up, it was left to right. It was myself, and then you, and then Mario, and Mario actually said, "Here, Bill, you get in the middle."
Right, I do remember that. That's true. He didn't want to stand next to me.
Right, he needed something.
Yeah, that was very well. Now you know.
Buffer.
Well, Bill, now you know my life.
It was everything I could do to hold it together because I thought, this guy is a master.
Howard,
yeah.
Do you remember what happened? So it was Mario Cuomo, Bill, and you, and Jerry Nachman walked by. Do you remember what he said?
No, what did he say?
He goes, "The decline of Western civilization."
Bill, is it true? And I want to. There's a reason Bill's calling in. I'm going to get to that, but I have so many questions. Can you hang with me a little bit?
All right.
Okay. Is it true that there is a Ghostbusters 3 and you're the problem? You will not sign off on this? Do you know about this?
Yeah, I guess I'm the problem. Before I was an asset. Now I'm a problem. There's a script somewhere over there. Over there's a script, and I haven't read it yet. But
Why haven't you read it? Because you think that that's a bullshit idea? That, in other words, Ghostbusters had its time, and you did a remarkable job with that, and now, you've moved on?
There's a little bit of that. I only made one sequel, and it was Ghostbusters 2, and it didn't end up, it didn't end up the way it was presented. About 5 years after we did the first one, the clever agents got us all together in a room, and we really are funny together. I mean, they are funny people, Harold and Danny and myself, and it was Ivan and maybe one or two other people, and we were just really kind of blindingly funny for about an hour or so, and the agents there was just foam coming off of them, and so we, they had this pitch, and Danny and Harold had already, concocted some sort of, story idea, and It was a story, and it was a good story. I think I'd even already read one or two that Danny had rolled out before that, but this one was a good one. I said, okay, we could do that one. And it was just kind of fun to have all of us together. And I mean, there's some really, Rick Moranis and Annie Potts. These people are they're sterling people to begin with.
So how do you go back and really make another? I mean, does Ivan want to make that film?
Yeah, Ivan wants to make it, and he's I owe him he's puzzled that I haven't gotten to this one.
How long has it been sitting on your desk, this script for Ghostbusters?
Well, it may not be on the desk. It's over there somewhere. It's how long?
Yeah,
I don't know.
So you're never.
So you
read
have
it.
no interest.
Well, I'll get to. I got to get to. I feel badly. I got a message that, and I think people. I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. It's not like the foremost thing in my mind right now. So I don't think about it. But the studio gets excited about it every 10 years or so, or so, it seems like, and they get rid of it because what they'd really like to do is recreate the franchise.
Right.
I remember. Once upon a time it was going to be, and the new Ghostbusters will be Chris Rock, Chris Farley, and Chris Crane or Chris Kringle or someone. They had it together.
Is that a threat to you? In other words, do they try to threaten you by saying we're going to put together new Ghostbusters and therefore you guys will have to go do it? Is that the?
Well, it's not a threat. It's it's sort of businesslike. They'd like to keep it going. I mean, it's still an amazing. There are still kids today that watch this movie and love it. It's still very popular. So they still sell a lot of toys and everything. So
do you see the money from that? Are you a very wealthy guy?
Oh, I've been. I save.
Are you worth over $100 million?
I never think it's real nice to talk about money.
Why is that?
I'm okay though. My phone bill is paid and my rent's paid. And
where did the bulk of your money come from? After something like Saturday Night Live hits, you don't make a lot of money from Saturday Night Live.
Not any longer, no.
And I'm assuming
you have a limited. The residuals burn out very quickly on television.
So I'm assuming like even Ghostbusters, you probably had a crappy deal because you were new to the movies.
I wasn't that new, Howard. I never really had a crappy deal in the movies, except unless we didn't work with a friend.
Do you have the merchandising on Ghostbusters? Did you get a piece of that action?
Well, when you're part of something like that, it's all part of everything.
So that's where you made the big money. I mean, I'm thinking of some of the movies you've made that are quite incredible. I'm talking about Stripes, right?
Yes.
To me, one of the best. Do you make money? Is that where you made the bulk of your money?
Well, all actors that are in movies get paid.
Yeah, but
whenever they're on.
You know a lot of that money goes out the window.
Well, I know, but there are people that there are organizations that if you made a movie a long time ago and it's on TV, you get paid something for it.
I got a check just the other day.
If you make enough movies and you have an interest in it, you should be okay if you don't, start buying too many houses. Or
but you invest in stuff like, didn't you buy several minor league baseball teams?
Well, I'm in that business, yeah.
Is that a money maker?
Is that a good business?
That seems like a crummy business to me.
Well.
Is it good?
It's, the baseball business is a good business, Howard.
Oh.
Is it really?
Yeah.
So you are a good businessman?
Well, I'm pretty good in my own business. I'm a pretty good businessman. Yeah.
Were you?
Who would think to invest in baseball?
Not me. What do I know? But Bill's really into sports.
He loves sports.
He loves it. Loves the golf. Loves all that. He's a real man. I'm such a woman.
Well, speaking of business, Howard, this brings up my question.
All right,
Are you still driving that Sterling?
A Sterling?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Weren't you like plugging the Sterling automobile relentlessly for a couple of years? I've always laughed about this because you would get on your show and talk about this car that you were driving. It's called a Sterling.
No,
never.
That wasn't me. I don't know anything about cars.
Wait a minute.
He hardly drives.
I mean, I do read live commercials, so maybe that.
No. You had a Sterling. Do you remember?
I don't even know what it is.
It was an English car.
No.
And it was made on the same sort of chassis as a Honda.
Not me.
All right, we're going to do the research on this. I'm sure you'll be getting calls, but you used to plug this goofy car, and I used to laugh about
really?
it.
Never.
This is
that was an advertisement
I've ever driven in my life.
Fred.
And I go like, what the hell is with this guy?
Fred just told me it's an It was an advertisement.
You were plugging this thing relentlessly.
Yeah, well, I'm sure.
I mean, paid.
That's the way I get paid. You know, it was crazy. I mean, it was probably a sponsor you're talking.
But you don't have You don't have one of these in a garage somewhere?
No.
You're
No.
kidding. You didn't have one in every color.
No, I don't even like to drive. I hate the whole thing.
I don't know. Well, in New York, you don't need to drive so much, but it is the best place to drive.
The whole thing seems dangerous to me.
Mm-hmm.
Bill, are you an angry guy? For some reason, I feel like it's out there that first of all, you come from. You have 9 children in your family, right?
Oh, he's one of 9.
Yeah, one of 9. I feel like when you grow up in a family that large, you get very little attention.
Well, how many siblings did you have?
One.
Were you an only child?
No, I had one sibling.
Oh, okay.
No, seriously, wasn't it horrible to grow up around that many kids and not get the attention of your mother and father?
Well, people would say that's what the middle child syndrome is, that one ends up having to work hard,
Right.
to get some attention. So I had to work pretty hard to get some attention. You have to work pretty hard to get attention in a house with a lot of kids, period.
Are you in therapy?
No.
Have you ever had therapy?
Yeah, I got depressed once.
Yeah, I thought I remembered a bout of depression with you.
What were you depressed about?
Is that a joke? You remember
No, I remember reading that Bill Murray suffers from depression.
You do?
I don't think so. But,
What happened when you went to the
shrink?
shrink?
Depression. I basically worked my way through. It wasn't like a shrink. It was just, life just gets a little complicated sometimes, and
You mean with the broads?
Well, with women, and you get.
Well, I'm being Frank
Sinatra. And you have to figure out, what the hell. Why are you behaving this way?
Will you ever get married again, or are you completely turned off to marriage?
Well, I don't know if I'm completely turned off to anything, but I'm not on 𝗛harmony.com. I'll tell you that.
How many times has he been married?
I don't even know. Bill, what's the story?
He has been married 2 times.
Oh, twice.
Oh.
You must have dated like a maniac, though. When you during Saturday Night Live, was it one big sexual orgy? I'm talking about the groupies.
I'm surprised we ever went to work.
Are you serious?
No, there's a lot of work, but it was a different time then, and it was fun, and you have a lot of energy. You go around.
A lot of drugs.
And I never had a big drug thing particularly. No, I mean you can't most people when they say drugs they mean like cocaine and so forth. You can't be funny. It just destroys your timing.
And you would worry about that. In other words, you were like, "Hey, this is something
far more important than I never." And the cocaine, was not. It sort of makes you go real fast in neutral, real high in neutral. But it destroys your timing. And when they're written up on the wall. The comedians that ruin their lives and their timing by doing cocaine.
Was it your idea to be on Saturday Night Live to be the guy who does the songs and sings? The
lounge singer.
The lounge singer. Was that your concept?
Well, I wasn't the first to sing, and
no, but you know what I mean.
Something that I did a long time ago at Second City. I did it once, and there's a kind of a performer thing that's fun to do, and I like doing it. It turned out to be really a lot of fun to do.
Yeah, but I see tons of people imitating that bit. In other words, it's probably the most imitated comedy bit. everybody takes a song, like a rock song, and then starts to be the lounge singer. That's uniquely you. And whenever I see someone doing it, it disturbs me. I go, that's Bill Murray. You know, what is that?
Well, it's just kind of fun to get it out there in the world. I mean, like I've got sons that watch, like, the Anchorman movie, and they just do bits from it. People do bits from movies. I realize that now, that people do bits from my movies, bits from Will Ferrell's movies, and they just like certain things that resonate in a moment. Like something will happen, and they'll just sort of spit out a line.
It's iconic, that bit. I'm telling
you. From a movie,
Yeah.
And so they'll do it, or they'll see someone do a kind of like greasy piece of entertaining, and they'll go off on something that harmonizes with it. So,
Bill, talk to me about the sex for 1 minute, because I'm running out of time here, and I want to talk about Get Low also, which is available today on DVD. But first of all, just talk to me about the sex. Did you have tons of famous women, and are famous women better than, let's say, regular women?
Well, I just think the only thing about, when you talk about famous or whatever, it's like tons of women in front. The thing that's interesting about being famous with women is that women will speak to you.
Yes.
They'll talk to you.
It's a groundbreaker.
And it's not necessarily that, I'm going to end up with sex because I'm famous. It's more interesting to talk to women. I mean, I'm not putting sex down in any way, but it's just kind of interesting to get women to start talking without having to be, some sort of, like, they have to be some sort of safe cracker or, kind of like clever,
It's an icebreaker.
It's just easy to, it's easy to allow women to speak because of the sort of sexual game that's played all the time.
Yes,
people don't really show themselves to you. So
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
No, I'm saying I'm not an attractive man, and I walk into a room.
No, by no means.
By no means am I attractive. But you'll agree to that.
Wow.
And I walk into a room, and women are willing to speak to me because they feel they know me already, and they feel safe in a sense.
Yeah, and that's when you're 22 or something, that's not very important. But you realize as time goes on how important that is, not just to
but did you get to
have
enjoy,
a conversation,
but
to really sort of put you on the planet, to ground you on the planet. That people are actually speaking directly and honestly. It's very refreshing.
But
so
Bill,
are you
did
trying
you get...
to imply that he got a lot of the hosts of the show?
How many female hosts of the show did you bang? And then go through a laundry list of women that we would all know, and share with us some of their sexual desires.
Yeah, I know.
Go ahead, Bill.
No, that's not. That's like saying what your favorite golf course is. That's not polite. You're not supposed to do that.
Of course you're not supposed to, but do it anyway.
But there are ones that I'm crazy about. The ones I'm really crazy about are the ones I didn't. I remember when 𝗛𝘄𝗿𝗿𝗍 was on the show. I thought she was like, and she still is really handsome. But I was crazy about 𝗛𝘄𝗿𝗍𝗍 because.
So why not have sex with her?
Well, that was sort of my thought.
Right. She didn't want any sex with you?
She was too proper for that. But, boy, she was great fun. And her husband is like a very happy guy.
Yes, well.
Because she is a pot belly still. She really is.
Well, listen, Bill called in today. Listen, you need to come in here live and let me get a hold of you. And I will interview you.
Will that ever happen?
Will that ever happen, Bill? Do you think one day you'll walk in here?
I mean, isn't it amazing? I'm on your show.
It's amazing. In fact, I've heard stories.
How long you've been doing your show a while, and I've never been on.
I mean, I'm doing it like 35 years, and you've avoided me. But I'll tell you what.
Well, you wake up so early.
Well,
Who the hell wants to get up at that hour? And then you went away. You used to be on the radio.
No, I'm on the radio.
We're on satellite.
But we're on satellite. It's not real radio. You're absolutely right. But, Bill.
So how's this working out for you? Yeah, go ahead. I'm supposed to...
Yes.
Go ahead, you ask me.
First of all, Bill Murray is promoting Get Low, which is available today on DVD and Blu-ray. Do you want to say something about that, Bill?
Did you see it?
I saw it. It's great.
Why have I not seen this?
You could see it. It's on, you probably had an
What is it
opportunity
about?
to see it.
It's a movie that I made last year. It came out this year, actually. I made it in Georgia. And the star of the movie is Robert Duvall, and 𝗛𝘄𝗿𝗍𝗍 is in the film. And it's one of the best movies I've made.
It is a great movie.
All right, I'll tell you what. I will get Low and I will watch it, and I will recommend that my audience
He
do.
plays a funeral director.
Yeah, we thought. I think they thought. It was a Sony movie, but I think they thought it was going to get nominated for some Oscars. You know, they thought not so much myself, but certainly Robert. Robert's performance is off. It's better than anything I've witnessed. Better than anything I've worked with.
He's an amazing actor.
He is. But in this particular thing, this turn he did in this, I can't believe he didn't get nominated for an Oscar. It's just,
well, you hate the Oscars, don't you?
I don't hate the Oscars.
Yes, you do. In 2004, you did a movie called Lost in Translation, which you were brilliant in. Sean Penn, you went to the Oscars as much as you didn't want to because you're not a big fan of the Oscars. Sean Penn won for Mystic River, and afterwards you said you were angry that Sean Penn won. You felt you should have won, and you were pissed off at yourself for going to the Oscars. You true?
Well, that's not really correct.
Oh. It's a good story.
You could argue that. I was just sort of thinking. I won all the prizes up to it. I won every other award. I was just a little surprised, I suppose. But by the same token, Howard, and I think Sean Penn's been better in other movies than he was in Mystic River.
You felt you deserved it. You deserved the Oscar.
I don't know. I don't know. I didn't. I don't really know.
You wanted it, though.
There are a lot better actors than I. Robert Duvall, for one.
Yeah, but you wanted.
I saw guys win. I saw like Kevin Costner win an Oscar over Paul Scofield. Then I thought to myself, now, hang on, because, hang on here. But I found even being nominated for an Oscar was like having a small, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but it's almost like having a small virus for a while, because you get a real kind of weird, inflated sense of yourself. And about 6 months after the Oscars, and I hadn't won, I realized, wow, I was kind of like mildly sick there. I had a condition I didn't even know about.
Wow.
And I realized that it's sort of an infection to be nominated for an Oscar. It's an honor and everything, but it's real subtle, kind of like ego poisoning, it makes you just a little too.
But
so
you
I was
get
glad.
caught up.
So
Why
now
do
I'm glad I didn't win because
No, you're not.
I wasn't ready to do it. Oh, I absolutely
Bill,
am. And
listen,
you know what?
I
The funny
find it
thing is,
charming.
enough people saw the Oscars, they think I won. You'd be surprised how many people think I won.
No, but I find it charming. I find it charming that you got angry because it shows you really do care. Because you come off as such a relaxed guy. The fact that you actually cared if you won the Oscar shows me how human you are, and that's a good thing.
I think it's you kind of want to you don't want to compete like to be better than or something. You just want to do your best. Like an actor says, I'm doing this well. I'm going to try and do that well.
Did you? Did you congratulate Sean Penn when he won, or did you walk away in a huff?
I didn't go in. I went to the party afterwards.
You did?
Yeah, sure.
Did you get laid that night?
Probably.
Isn't that a great thing? Right?
Yeah.
He doesn't even remember. It's such a,
Yeah, it was a tough night.
Did you rack up tremendous amounts of numbers in terms of women? I'm not asking you to brag. Was it in the hundreds or thousands? Are you Gene Simmons?
Oh, God.
Really, Bill.
Who's Eugene Simmons?
Not Eugene.
Not
Gene.
Gene Simmons of Kiss is always talking about how many women. Did you have many, many women?
Well, I had a couple really good ones. That's the best thing.
Did you have Sigourney Weaver?
No.
It's a shame.
Well,
I could see you two kids.
She was too good for me, but we could have, but she's a powerhouse of a woman. She's a great woman.
Do you hate getting older?
No, it's okay.
I'm not thrilled with it.
Well, I read a good thing written by Henry Miller once that was an essay entitled "On Turning 80." He turned 80 years old, and people said, and he writes in it that, 80 years old, that's what? And he said, well, what people don't understand that are younger is when you're 80, you act 80 years old. But you're also capable of acting 40 years old and 22 years old and 15 years old. So you just contain all these other ages inside of you. You can still act like an infant. You can still act like an adolescent. You can still act like a kid.
And you like that. But your body physically, when it begins to, you love sports, it's harder to hit the ball.
You can't do the things even as a comedian you used to do.
Right.
Well, I don't know about that.
Oh, I'm just asking.
How dare you, Robin? Bill,
I don't know about that.
What about Groundhog?
I may bark a little bit after I play basketball. But.
Bill, Groundhog Day. I love this movie so much. But did you like Andie MacDowell or did you hate her?
Well, I like her more now. Back then, she used to drive me crazy because
Why?
I used to wait for her hair.
Ah,
Yeah,
in other words,
she does have the best hair you've ever seen in your life. Better than your hair, Howard. She's
well,
got unbelievable hair.
It's similar to my hair. It looks like actual bees, it's like a beehive hairdo, I remember. So in other words, you would get aggravated because you really are the star of that movie. You made that movie fly, and you're sitting there ready to act. You're ready to do your thing. You feel energized, and you're sitting in your goddamn trailer waiting for this woman's hair to get done. Am I correct?
Well, it was a hard, it's just, I had to do a lot of work on it. I was probably a little, there was maybe a little more going on than just that, but.
What do you mean?
When I look at the movie now, and I just remember one day where I had a scene with Andy, and I had to eat. I was stuffing cake into my mouth. I made the choice that I was going to be eating large pieces of cake through the scene.
Right.
And Andy kept blowing her lines, and it drove me crazy because I probably ate somewhere in the neighborhood of 40,000 calories worth of cake. And I'm not a barfer, so there I was with all this cake in me.
Right.
And I do this scene, and I do it really great, and Annie didn't know her lines, and I was very frustrated. But when I look at the movie now, it really is I look at it and I went, God dang, look at that.
It's a masterpiece.
It really is. It is a great movie, and she's great in it.
She is. Yeah. But I hear what you're saying. With movies, they can save you. You can do 500 takes. But as the guy who has to be funny, and you've done something good.
Yeah, as the guy that had to eat the cake, I was not happy.
And so did it come down to that you wouldn't even speak to her?
No, that's not. You can't get movies done not speaking to people. You've got to get, no matter what kind of person you're working with, you've got to get results.
Did you sleep with her?
No.
Gwyneth Paltrow?
No, I wish I did.
Scarlett Johansson?
Gwyneth Paltrow's she's the most attractive girl I've met.
She is sexy, right?
Better than Scarlett Johansson.
Gwyneth Paltrow is like a big human being. She's a really extraordinary person in many ways, and she's really kind too.
You wish you could make love to her?
Oh, I don't think about it. She's dating.
Oh,
no,
please.
she's got a husband and kids. I don't think about it.
Big deal.
She's a really wonderful girl.
I tell you, I could talk to you all day. I'm not going to hold you here all. But Bill Murray has a movie out, Get Low. It's available today on DVD and Blu-ray. It stars
Robert Duvall.
Bobby D.
Yeah, Bobby
Which
D.
Bobby D is a better actor, De Niro or Duvall, or you can't even separate them?
Well, you don't. That's. I don't like to live in a world of comparison. I've worked with them both, and they're both really great.
Right.
I'm probably friendlier along with Bobby D than with Bobby. So
I see.
But I've known Bobby De Niro a long time, and I'm friendly with him, and we've shared a lot of things. Robert Duvall is a character. He's an absolute character. I think his but I will say his performance in this movie is the best I've ever witnessed. Yeah, absolutely.
Do you think you're eccentric in the sense that, like, I've read that you show up to people's parties randomly. You're not invited. I'm not talking about celebrity parties. I'm talking about people, just people.
He just shows up at a person's house?
You just show up at people's homes. Is that true or false?
Well, as long as you bring something, it's the people that don't bring anything that are
Bill, that's wild.
You can crash a party.
A nice bottle of wine or champagne or something. People are like, oh, I guess I did invite him. They don't even remember. He looks familiar. I must know him. It's like that.
Wow.
As long as you behave well and you're willing to, dance, people are okay with you at a party, and if you pick up after yourself and you're polite. It's mostly about manners. I try to stress to my own boys, and I really do believe that, whatever your parents taught you about manners is the secret to most everything.
But why would you do that?
I don't know. See, this is why I got to get Bill in here.
Yeah.
I could tie him down and get these answers. Do you have a girlfriend right now?
No.
Nothing. When's the last time you got laid?
It was a weekday.
A long time? Have you gone a half a year without sex?
Huh? I think I may have done it once. I may have done that once. No, I'm not. It's.
You're not that hung up
celibate.
on it.
It's like landscaping. Yeah, no, you've got to, even in the winter, you have to do something.
Well, I mean, I just wonder what's going on over there. I got to find out. But what is it, Gary?
The movie people wanted us to know that he's up for an Independent Spirit Award this weekend.
Ah.
Oh, really?
You didn't even know that.
Yeah. I knew I was nominated. I didn't realize it was this weekend. That means the Oscars are very close.
Yes, they are.
Does that mean you're going to go to the Independent Spirit Awards or not?
This is. I'm hearing this right now. Kind of sudden.
What does that mean to be up? Isn't there an awards ceremony?
here's the-
Don't you feel Bill should go?
If memory serves me correct, if the Oscars are the Oscars this Sunday, I think they're so the Spirit Awards are this Saturday.
Saturday, okay.
The
And it
Spirit
is
Award.
a televised.
It's a televised event. Yeah, it's become a big
Bill,
deal.
if you don't go, I'll go as a representative of you.
You'll
and
accept the award if he wins?
You want me to accept for you?
Well, if no one else is there may be a couple of other people from the film that'll be there, and they might just run up and grab it for me. But I don't even know. I've won a couple of those, and they're nice. It's a nice party. It's a good party. It's a much more relaxed party and more fun than the Oscars party. The Oscars party is pretty crazy.
Do you display awards? Do you have a whole trophy case?
They're all just sort of up in a corner, up on the wall.
That's the cool thing. If I ever got
up on a shelf.
That's the cool thing. If I ever got an award, like a cool award, you know, Bill's got awards, I would keep them like in a shitty place and like almost like I didn't care.
They're just there.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh, those things. Yeah, I should put those in the garbage. To have a display case.
Oh, it's very
good. Very
embarrassing.
gauche. Listen, Bill Murray, I would put my awards in the towel closet. You would see. Listen, Bill. Get in here one day. I know it's early for you. Come on in. Let's have a civilized discussion.
We can be fun.
Well, you sound good, Howard. It's nice to speak to you, and I'm glad it's going. How's this serious thing working out?
The serious thing is working out wonderfully. I've got to tell you, it is the most creative freedom I've ever had. And despite the fact that you think I disappeared, we have millions of followers here. It's a new medium, and the people that I work for here are very, very pleasant. And they really don't get involved, and they let us do our thing. And there's no interference from the government. So I love it.
Well, good for you. I'm glad that worked out.
I'm happy.
It was kind of, I know a lot of people don't have Sirius, and I would hear you occasionally in a rent-a-car, you know.
Right.
That's where I'd get you. But,
great.
You know, unless you're renting a car.
Well, you could get me on your smartphone now.
And I was conflicted because it used to be XM and Sirius.
Right.
And now they're one, right?
That's right. They're one.
Yeah, and I really came down as an XM guy because it had Major League Baseball, and I really wanted to hear the out-of-town baseball games.
Well, now we're
they're all
both
together.
Well, you can get us on this. Do you have a smartphone?
Not really.
See, you're like an anti-technology.
Does he carry a cell phone?
Do you have a cell phone?
Yeah, I have one now. It's a BlackBerry.
You got email?
No, I'm not an email guy.
Look at you.
See?
This is crazy. I love all this new technology.
You're certainly not on Facebook or Twitter.
You on Twitter? What's your name? I'll follow you.
There's someone named Bill Murray on Facebook. But
it's not you.
I.
Steve Martin's on Twitter. I follow him. I read him. It's very good. Do you like Steve?
I haven't seen Steve in a coon's age. He had a funny thing that he did. He used to give people, when people would ask for his autograph, he'd reach in his wallet and he'd hand them a card. And you should find out what it said, but it was pretty much saying, this is just to acknowledge that you met me.
Yeah.
And so on. It's a really funny card. He spends time doing stuff like that.
Will you sign autographs for fans?
Sure.
You will. You're not uptight about that.
Well, I don't. The pros give me the creeps. The guys who show up at a
right, professionals
with lots and lots of things that they've collected.
Yeah.
Jeez, I hate to hang up on you. I had a whole bunch of questions for you about a bunch of different things, but I feel I'm holding you hostage.
That's all right.
Hope you're doing this from bed.
Howard, I want you to see this movie, and then
I will.
You tell me. But this is it's a really beautiful movie. This guy Aaron made a beautiful movie.
The movie's called Get Low. It's available today on DVD and Blu-ray. What are you doing today? What are you going to be doing?
Today?
We playing golf?
Today I might putt a little bit. I won a golf tournament last week in Pebble Beach.
I heard you were excited.
It was fun. Golf, no, today I'm just going to, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try and find that Ghostbusters script. It's over there somewhere.
Yeah, I'll call Ivan and let him know you're reading it.
I have to call him too. Okay.
All right, Bill.
All right, you guys take care.
All right, thank you.
Take the day off, will you? You work too much.
I know, I'm exhausted.
Okay.
All right, man. Well, I love you, and I appreciate you, and keep on doing what you're doing.
Thanks, Howard.
All right, Bill. Bill Murray.
Bye.
Bye,
the movie is called Get Low. Cut off my own mic. My excitement.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. I love that guy.
Oh, such fun to talk to him. He has demeanor. You never know if he's disgruntled or if he's okay.
I wanted to get into like his relationship with Letterman because he goes on that show.
Yeah.
I want to find out.
Does he not do Leno?
I don't think so.
Oh, that would have been interesting.
Yeah, but I mean, I had him on for an hour just now.
I know. And you got to a lot, but you didn't get to that.
No, and I want to get into...
He wasn't giving up the women.
No, I'll get that out of him. Stevie boy, what's happening, man? Steve Langford from the Howard 100 News. Look at this guy. He loves the news. He's ready to go, frothing at the mouth like a rabid dog. Go ahead, Steve.
Well, whose life are you ruining now?
Yeah,
That's
come
what
on.
they say.
Ruin some lives.
Just the fact.
Right.
A political shitstorm in Gary Dell'Abate's hometown, the descendant of one of America's foremost feminists, carrying around a bag of feces and hauling it out at meetings, apparently to express her opposition to Dell'Abate's nomination to a local board.
Uh-oh, it's enraged her and put her on fire.
Let me get this right, okay? I heard that the woman, I read the article too. The woman who is against Gary's appointment or questions Gary's appointment got a bag of feces.
She says in her mailbox at home.
So now, instead of throwing out the bag of feces, are you telling me for real she goes to the meetings carrying a smelly bag of feces?
Twice now. Now, she initially said she
what is
wanted authorities to investigate this. How do you investigate if you don't have the evidence?
What is her point in carrying the bag of feces? To say that Gary shouldn't be on the board because she got feces in the mail?
Well, look, if the story is true, and there's no reason to suggest that, anybody pulled a stunt here, she has a legitimate grievance here. I mean, clearly somebody...
But it has nothing to do with Gary.
Yeah,
it's a smear campaign, clearly.
Right. What's going on, Gary? It's crazy where you live.
I've been in the cover of my paper like 7 days in a row.
Are you
It's killing
kidding?
me. This woman is tormenting me. So
why don't you just not be on the board?
Because now it's like I'm not stopping.
Right.
I'm not letting her.
Right,
because
right.
you know what? The deal is, I don't want to get into the minutia of it, but these appointment boards sort of are advisory only. Like if they said 0 to 12, I still get to go before everybody.
Right.
And I'm pretty confident that when I go in front of the 250 people, that I'm going to win.
Right.
It's like a vocal minority that are up there. But when this thing first happened, when they found the feces in her mailbox, they asked me if I would come to town hall and meet with her, and I was like, okay, I'm around. And so I sat down, and she took it out and put it on the table,
as if you had done this to her.
Well, and I said, so the guy that we were meeting with, we're like, what are you doing? I know, we we you.
And you know what feces is.
Yeah.
You mean, and the whole room must stink, right?
So 9 days.
Wait, no, you can't brush over this.
Yes, it smells.
You're sitting there with her, and she pulls out a bag of feces.
Yes, and she opens it up and she shows it to us.
Did she take it out of her purse?
It was in a big bag, like one of those sort of tote bags.
And now she's walking around like Jesus with the cross. She's walking around as a big martyr because she has this bag of feces.
Well,
how many days old is the bag of feces?
Well, now since it was Tuesday night's meeting, so to the best of my, that was 10 days old.
You know what you should have done? You should have taken out a bag of feces, or you should just shit on a table and put it in a bag
to make her feel at home.
I mean, what is she? I mean, I don't know this woman. And I don't know why she has it in for you, because it makes no sense to me. If she's against my show, I don't know what that has to do with you being on the board of Parks and Recreations.
And this is a non-story.
It is.
It's a non-story.
I can't believe she sat down and whipped out a bag of feces.
Well, then they had the big meeting Tuesday night where they took a vote. First time in the history of the town, they took a vote to re-vote on me. They've never re-voted on a
See,
candidate.
they're changing the rules. They're doing everything.
But wait a second. They already had a vote on you, and you passed.
Right. So then they had a vote to re-vote.
Right.
Which passed. So then they re-voted, and I still won, but just by less of a margin.
Ooh, I mean, she actually got people against you.
Well, she had abstained the first time. She did not vote against me. So I think she wanted to re-vote so she could go on record, my guess, to go on record as having voted against me.
And why is she against you? What is the reason?
She doesn't like what you degrade women, and her great-great-grandmother was women's rights, and she doesn't like people who degrade women. But
why is she carrying a bag of shit? So we all know she had a bag of shit in her mailbox. And by the way, I don't
because
condone
now
that.
she has suffered.
I don't condone that, but that reminds me of my mom. When my mom would suffer, like, she would say to me, you have a dirty room, and your room, we gave you a room, and you must keep it clean. You know what I mean? Like she's walking, when Jesus with the cross, I mean, she's walking around.
Jesus didn't complain that much.
Yeah, I mean, Jesus was a cool guy. She is carrying this bag of shit around with her as if it's her badge of courage, right?
Right. There's so many things going on, Howard. Then they played at this meeting the other night. They played these.
How long does the bag of shit stay on the table?
I wasn't there. I refused to attend the meeting.
Do you know, Steve? Were you at the meeting?
Not the second meeting, no.
But at the meeting, she takes out this bag of shit.
In front of this 12 member board.
And is it a dramatic thing? She takes out the shit, she puts it on the table, and then she says, does she
have a speech? What does she say?
This is the greatest thing ever.
I read a line. Again, I refused. They asked me if I wanted to come to the meeting. I'm like, no, I already passed. So you guys do whatever you're going to do. I've already been approved, overwhelmingly been approved.
Right.
So it said, there was a line in the paper, and I don't know if I have it exactly right, but they said, what are you doing? And she said something about, like, sometimes in life these things aren't pretty. You need to, you can't gloss over these things with perfume, I think was the line.
Behold the feces. This feces. I mean, it's a terrible thing that somebody did that to her. I agree.
It is. And I said I don't condone it in any way.
Right. But some fan of ours or someone claiming to be a fan of ours evidently heard about what was going on either in the newspaper or on our show or somewhere, and decided to leave feces in this woman's mailbox.
Well, it gets worse.
And as bad as that is, to put it in a bag and walk around town and bring it to meetings.
It sounds very unsanitary, unhealthy.
Where is the feces now? Does anyone know?
We must assume that she still has it with her.
She's still holding on to it.
Steve, I am so fascinated.
Where do you store feces when you're keeping it?
Yeah, I am so fascinated that this woman is holding on to this feces.
I am too. She brought it to my meeting.
In other words, she could get up and say, somebody left feces in my mailbox.
She doesn't have to carry it.
She wants proof.
Well, here's the funny thing.
This is an amazing human being.
She's practically a whack packer at this point.
Right. This is wild.
It was on the local TV news. The local news 12.
But you know what? This is probably the most attention she ever got in her life. The thing she's known for is something her great-grandmother did. I don't know what she does and what she's accomplished in her life, but her great-grandmother accomplished something, and now all of a sudden
she has a cause.
She has a cause. You've given her a reason for living.
Yeah, I'm not looking for any of this attention.
Right.
I did not expect it.
Right.
I mean, I expected a little bit of attention, but this is like Mary's like, she's like, really, does it have to, Mary's like, it's in the paper every day. Would you stop already?
Do you think she's plotting against you?
Well, yes, because she tried, plotting, she tried to get the board to reverse the decision about me.
You should never have met with her face to face.
Yeah.
What was that about?
But that was sort of funny. She just, she wanted me to see the feces. I don't know.
So she showed you the feces?
Yeah, she put it out at this meeting.
It was just you and her in a room?
And another guy.
Okay, hold on. Where did this meeting take place?
At Town Hall.
All right. You went to Town Hall. You drove over there.
That's right. It was a Monday we were off.
Who got in the room first?
One of the selectmen.
Okay. It's the selectmen. You walk in. Do you walk in with her, or you're sitting there waiting for her?
The two of them are in there, and then I walk.
They're already in there. Does she have a scowl on her face? Is she?
No, she's actually sort of pleasant.
Now, does the room stink from shit?
No.
Is it in plastic?
Yes, it's in the. It looked like it was in one of the. You ever see those blue bags that the New York Times gets delivered in?
Right. I pick up my dog's feces and I wrap it in a bag and I even tie a knot.
Right.
It still stinks.
I agree. I agree.
But it's not dry when you do that. See, now it's had time to dry.
Well, you make a good point.
It's been cured.
God.
So now. Is it a clear bag?
No, this is a blue bag.
Okay. You walk in the room. She's sitting there. And is she like very serious?
No, she's actually sort of like, you know.
Is she an attractive woman? Is she an older woman? What is she?
She's probably in her late 50s, early 60s or so.
A very proper woman, you know, like.
Yeah. No, she looks like, you know.
Right. Is she like Church Lady, the Dana Carvey character?
No.
Okay.
No.
So you go and you sit down. Do you shake her hand hello?
I think we say hello. I don't think we shake hands.
Right. And you're her adversary now. She's got, this is so exciting for her.
This is her whole life. Can you imagine how many times this story has been told now?
So of course, this is going to get played at the next meeting, everything we say.
Good.
Because the last meeting...
Play it all you want. This is, if anything, I think you should have a vote on this woman. I think she's losing it.
Because at the last meeting, they played what was said last time, and they didn't bleep it. So all the F words were on, and now they're mad at her for not editing it. She said, again, the truth should not be censored.
Here, fuck. Play it. There you go. Cunt, fuck.
Oh, jeez. Well, now we're in trouble.
I want that on the record.
Gary's in the paper again.
I love this story.
Wait, can I tell you another part of the story?
So okay.
All
right. So you walk in, you say hello, and the idea is the two of you are going to find common ground.
That's right.
She's going to give you the book on her great grandmother.
That comes at the end.
Did she at least write this book on her great grandmother, or does she just march around with this book? That's
I don't know.
Books about her grandmother.
That's funny. I don't know. She said, "I'm going to give you my book." In my mind, I just assumed she wrote it, but it could be. I don't know the answer to that.
I'm sure she did. Isn't she like the curator of her grandmother's estate?
You would hope she at least wrote it. And so she hands you this book, which no one's going to read, and no one ever has read.
Well, we haven't exchanged books yet.
Oh.
I haven't even left my book there yet.
Oh, you agreed?
We agreed that we were going to exchange books.
Yeah, good. Yeah. Why suck her dick?
Well, that's exactly. My feeling was, you know what? That day she was nicer to me than she's been in all the days. So I'm like, I'll let her do her thing.
Why do I find it so repugnant that you have to suck up to this woman?
Well, the thing is that all this other stuff is a smokescreen that has nothing to do with what I've theoretically volunteered to do.
Right.
And she's just making all this noise and getting all this attention, and nobody's looking at who I am for the position.
Right,
They're just looking
at say, hey, how do you feel about the park? They're building or something, right.
So the second part of this is somebody sent an email to all the members of the board. Now, they had a name on the end of it, but we haven't been able to find this person. We don't know if it's real. Howard, it was one of the most... I couldn't even believe it. Like, when Mary read it, she couldn't believe it. At one point, one of the lines is... I'm disgusting. I'm filthy. I have two daughters. I wouldn't let my daughters near this man. I think the last line says, we need to protect our parks and our children from this man. I'm not kidding.
I've got the letter here.
Read some of it.
Read some
Oh,
of it.
my God.
It's long.
But just read the good
parts. You got a
parts.
highlight there or no?
As a proud parent and father of two daughters, I am writing to ask you that you please vote against Gary 𝗏𝗏𝗿𝗍's appointment to the Board of Parks and Recreation. And it just goes on about anyone who's ever listened to this show knows that Gary is primarily responsible for insulting, humiliating, and both verbal and physical abuse of women in the name of fun that appear on the show.
Don't you think this woman had this guy write this?
Well, we can't find this guy. In other words, the newspaper printed it, but I said, well, why don't you go, who is this guy? Because no one had ever heard of him. All the people on the board's like, I've never heard of this guy.
You think he's a made-up guy?
I do think he's a made-up guy.
And you think she wrote it?
I don't know about that.
Right.
I don't know who wrote it, but they can't find the guy who wrote it. and it's just, at one point it's like...
You did tell a girl to take her panties off yesterday.
Okay, but she said no.
Right.
I forced her to do nothing.
I don't know if you can be on the Parks and Recreations.
Well, that was the other thing.
We've got to protect our parks from this guy.
One of the conversations I was having with that woman in our feces meeting was... I kept saying to her, I don't understand with what I do has to do with the position. And she kept referring to the baloney incident because she's the one who brought it up. And she said, well, that's recreation. And I'm like, that's not, I don't understand what you're saying.
You're not going to have a baloney throwing park recreational event.
Right.
Oh, my God. What do you do? You know what it is?
Well, I think this is now taking a life of its own.
I'm up to my tits in quicksand is what's going on.
Yeah, right.
Like, I can't get out now.
Well,
I can see that Gary may have to leave this community completely.
You're going to be drummed out.
I've gotten
like Frankenstein.
I've gotten
light torches.
I've gotten a lot of calls of support, including a call yesterday from my congressman saying, just stay with it. You're a good guy.
Of course. Listen, this guy is probably the best father I've ever met out of anyone I know. Better than any father I've ever seen. And better community member.
What a community member.
and organized and all this stuff.
All
and
you
his
can
wife,
hope for is somebody to participate. Gary participates.
His wife and family are loved, and he's sitting and defending himself to this woman is beyond my comprehension. So when does she do the martyr move and pull out the bag of shit?
Like it's like a third of the way through the meeting.
And what happens? What does she say to you?
She goes, I want you to know what I went through. So she reaches in the bag, and we don't know what's coming next.
Right.
And so if I could imagine, you have like a plastic bag, and if you keep folding it down and folding it down. Yeah. So she pulled it out, and she's in the tote bag doing something. I don't know what it is, but she's folding it down. So when it comes out of the tote bag, it's exposed shit.
Did she opened up the shit?
Yeah.
So in other words, so you could see the shit.
Right.
Now let me ask you something.
How big a shit was it?
It's like a dog turd. I don't think it's human.
Right.
It doesn't appear. I don't know. I mean, I have a dog. It looks like it came from my dog.
So it was just one turd.
There were like two little ones.
Two little turds.
So did she have to scrape this up? I mean, how was it delivered to her?
They were fairly fully formed turds, the kind that you could pick up.
So in other words, rather than keep the bag sealed, she opened it so the smell would waft.
Right.
And she wants you to see what she went through.
She presented it.
I need.
Right. She needs to show you proof. So what do you say to that? Because you're going to go, well, like, hey, I'm sorry you went through that. Why are you carrying around shit, lady?
But I'm wondering how it got into the bag. So she gets it.
Let me ask you
Maybe
something.
it was delivered in that bag. I don't know.
Do you really think this woman, with what she's doing and carrying on with bags of shit, do you think she should be sitting on the board?
Well, that's for others to decide. But it's been I've been hearing I've been hearing discussion about it. Like everyone's.
You should mount a campaign against her.
People are very upset. In fact, the place that she did it, which is to me so ironic, was they were having the meeting on the place where people eat lunch that work at the town. That's where she threw it down.
Oh. Listen, wouldn't it be funny? She calls for another vote. She gets the next vote. And it turns out you get through, and she is voted out. That would be the best.
So what does she do, actually? Why is she?
Yeah, like, why does she have this
elected?
Listen,
yes.
Nobody could have this much time on their hands. Does she have a job?
I don't know the answer to that.
I mean, this is a tremendous amount of effort.
So I've gone through her committee. I'm done.
Right.
She can't do too. Well, she can do more, and I'll tell you. Now I have to go through another committee this Tuesday, which is the Parks and Recreation Committee. I don't know if there's another one of her type on that committee.
Do you have to show up for that?
Yes, I have to show up for that. And then
usually these are rubber stamp things.
And then finally, in a couple of weeks, I go before the whole 250 people, and they vote. Wow. But people get to come up. They get 3 minutes each to speak. So she's almost definitely going to be there to speak against me.
Goodness. This is some story.
But I've lined up some good people to speak for me.
You know what you need to do, Gary? You need to invite her over to your home.
No.
What if she brings the bag of shit?
Shows it to the kids.
Is there any way to find out where the bag of shit is now? Like, is it in her house? Is it kept at where?
Does she keep it in a cool, dry place?
It's kept somewhere.
It was supposed to be, according to her initial interview with the newspaper, it was supposed to have been handed over to the Postmaster General.
Right.
But it wasn't.
Boy. Why not?
I don't know.
Well, she needed to show it to you.
She likes holding on to it.
Right. Do you think at the next meeting there'll be a final unveiling of the shit? Because I'd almost go for that.
Well, see,
is the shit tour over?
Here's the funny thing. She's not on the board of the next meeting, but the next meeting is a public meeting, so she could, as a citizen, show up.
She will definitely testify.
This bag of shit is becoming to me like the King Tut exhibit. Like, I want to go when she brings it on tour. I love it.
There are a lot of people who are involved with the town in politics who are embarrassed by this whole situation.
Of course.
Not by me, by this.
Well, of course. It's almost
making a mockery of your little community.
It's almost like the movie Animal House. I mean, it is. She's so Dean Warmer. It's crazy. And the whipping out of the turd. I mean, do you realize if this was a comedy with Belushi and Chevy Chase and, it would be terrific.
I know.
I'm almost thinking of making this into a film. With the turd, so when she opens up this duty, did you laugh? What did you do? I know
the guy and I, we both were like, we go, what are you doing? And the other guy that was with me, he goes, put that away. And she goes, you need to see it. And we both go, we believe you.
You don't laugh?
You didn't. No, I was like, I go, just. First of all, it was on the news, and the funny thing was when they showed it on the news, which it was in her hand, her showing it. Yeah. They cubed it out, which is so funny because it was just a pile of shit, but they cubed it out. But you could see it was shit. So I was like, I saw the news.
You mean on the news she had the bag of shit with her, and she opened it up in the way that she did at the meeting?
Well, Listen,
She's
somebody
putting
was
this
holding.
bag of-
Somebody was holding it in their hands. I'm gonna assume it was hers. She doesn't appear to
bag
want to
of
give up
shit is-
ownership of it.
This is an important bag of shit.
But why do they have to cube it out on TV?
Robin, please.
Oh my God, we're in a crazy nightmare.
But it's funny that-
do you have no morals?
It's funny
What
that
if children saw shit?
Robin, they did a long shot of it where you could see what it was, and that was fine. But when they did the close up, that's when they cubed it.
Well, listen, they're young children. If they see Duty, it could affect them in a negative way. Because kids have never seen Duty. Who knows? Children might start shitting.
So anyway, my tiny little volunteer appointment has become a referendum on the show.
I love it.
So the other thing was,
Tu jura? Ele subiu. Que bosta. Ah, não.
Seu companheiro está de volta na luta. Bom trabalho.
Ó, o cara que eu matei tá voltando, amigo dele. Tô escutando ele falar aqui. O loot tá nessa escada aí?
Tá. Peguei o loot do cara.
É, ele deve ter pego o seu, com toda certeza do mundo.
Tá aqui dentro ainda.
Tô escutando.
Pegou a papel?
Não, ele tá aqui, ele tá na escada. Meu Deus, que não se mexeu, velho. E o amigo dele? O amigo tá em cima?
Sim.
Agora deu ruim. Eu vou avançar um pouquinho pra poder deitar.
Boa noite a todos.
Boa noite.
Boa noite.
Vou ficar biruta, tô jogando COD desde sábado, mas especificamente só COD desde sábado. Vixe Maria, Luqueta.
Eu jogo só COD desde 2020.
Eu pego por cima, mano.
E tô suave.
Lá se fudeu,
Só tem uns problemas de nervo. mas
boa.
tudo bem.
Já achei o resto deles.
Tem aqui embaixo, Bárbara.
Tô vendo um aqui também, ó. Derrubei aqui em cima.
Ah, mano, o cara tá com a minha arma.
Não, irmão, eu tô com a minha mesmo. Ah, Mikael, como que você entra na minha frente desse jeito? Tancou tudo, tira a cara pro cara.
Desceu.
Tá sem shield os dois. Um derrubado. Boa. Ah, mano, é isso aqui que foge, entendeu? Olha quantas vezes a gente tretou com esse time aqui. Só espera, tá? Pega aqui o self-photo. E nem na solo lá. Qual a chance de eu matar o mesmo cara 4 vezes? Num BR solo. 4 vezes. Eu matei o mira torta. Vixe.
Eu tô sem smoke, letal, só tô com a faca.
Ah, tá aqui, ó. Ah, pega aqui. Você já pegou a caixa de munição?
Não. Tá aqui.
Ah.
Ah, peguei.
Eu ia te dar uma termita, né, mas...
Não, tô de faca.
Ué. Eu vou... Não vou não, vai dar liquidação, vou pra safe. Vem pra cá, ó.
Morre aí pra jogar.
Vou descer aqui mesmo, mano. Tem cara aí.
Cara aqui.
Tô ouvindo.
Pegando esse prédio.
Dá pezinho pra mim. Nossa. Desce pegar o outro. Desce pela escada. Não. É sanduíche que faz, pô.
É esperto, viu, garoto?
Era pra você descer pela escada, pô.
Vai pegar eles.
Eu esqueci de avisar que tinha um bagulho também, eu não me acostumei com esse flex. O amigo acho que não caiu aqui, não. Nossa, mas esse cara tomou uma bala. Coitado. Tava caindo ainda.
Liquidação ativa.
Ó, comprar teu selfie.
De compras reduzidos.
Ah, eu vi um negócio dizendo que ataque 𝗛𝗲𝗿𝗱 tá boa, é isso?
Ouvi dizer.
Alvo abatido.
Não ouvi.
Ó, o amigo dele tá aqui. Ouvi dizer.
Ah, tá.
Ah, comprei o ataque errado.
Peguei meu céu.
E fizeram alguma coisa na...
Pega um pouco da grana aí.
Na Rogue? De
O cara pegou Ghost, Mikael.
Não?
Ou ele passou pra lá? Eu não sei, Bruno.
Não, é só amanhã.
Faz valer a pena.
É, que eu saiba os nervos tudo
Eu
amanhã.
acho que é isso aqui, Bárbara.
Eu acho que é mesmo.
Não era 𝗛𝗲𝗿𝗱, era Evolver. Evolver.
Que isso?
Ah, morreu. Tem um inimigo descendo na área. Olho no céu.
Tem que ir do outro lado aqui, ó.
Do outro lado?
A liquidação acabou. Ajustando preços. Gás a caminho.
Era essa mesma skin ou não?
Não era. Pior que não era. Porque esse duo ali era aquela skin de vermelha lá. A do Júnior. E a da mulher de venda. E aquele ali era um homem também, né? Eu acho que o cara tá por aí de Ghost ainda, viu? Não vou mentir, não.
Vou pegar um wave aqui. Quer que eu solte logo?
Não. Ah, pode soltar. Eu tenho mais um. Dependendo, a gente já pega... Ó, vamos pegar o balão e pegar a top lá do castelo. Aqui pela esquerda mesmo. Porque tem... Os caras estão tudo embaixo. Acho que só tem um cara aqui. Vamos pegar ali, ó. Pior que não tem ali não, velho. Os caras estão tudo embaixo.
Estão todos embaixo.
Eu acho que... Não. Nossa, um anti-bunker agora ia ser bom pra pegar esses caras. Puta, nem fechou pra cá. Ó, o cara caindo aqui atrás.
Nossa, tem cara aqui, ó.
Ele não subiu ainda, sobe.
Ele voltou.
Você matou o cara que tava
Mas
aqui?
cuidado com esse rapel aqui, ó.
Caralho.
Onde é que tem cara?
Aqui, ó. Aqui, ó.
Ixi, lá embaixo é frio.
Combustível do Vant acabando. Voltando pra base.
É foda. Ai, que bagulho lindo.
Faltam 10. Só mais um pouco. Gás se movendo.
Não entendi essa, velho. Você morreu no fogo?
Vai pra zona segura.
Só queria uma brechinha. O cara passando no aberto. Poder rasgar.
Ele tá embaixo da gente por dentro, né? Não vai.
Acho que por aqui tem um. É, por aqui
Olha, ele
tem
pulou aqui ó, na água, na água.
Pularam. Aqui, ó.
A lindinha. Cadê a florzinha docinha? Ah, o Nicolas que tava falando não tá aqui ainda.
Chegando na A, ó.
Gravou aqui embaixo.
Aham.
Ai, porra.
Tá me mirando.
De onde?
Ih, caralho.
Tá, eu vi.
Pra onde?
Aqui,
Bora, vambora. A gente se fudeu.
Vamos pular pra direita.
Ataque de morteiro a caminho agora.
E eles vão ficar aqui, ó.
Eles estão presos. Eu acho que já era pra eles. Eles não tem por onde sair. Não. Ah lá, estão saindo lá, ó.
Nossa, velho. Não,
Peguei.
não acredito.
Nossa, coitados, mano. Eles ficaram presos dentro.
Tá, tem um AV no céu.
Tá. Será que a gente pega full direito aqui por trás? Acho que não, hein? Acho que não. Já deve ter cara aí. Vamos tentar ficar aqui no meio, nessas casinhas. Não, já soltei. 10 horas. Eu sei que tem cara na igreja aqui.